Hello. I don't know why I'm lagging. What's up? Oh, turn this off. Right out. What is up? I'm waiting for it to I said Discord. I was reading Discord. I'm waiting for it to. Why am I lagging? Oh, sorry. Rage. Are we raging right now? Yes, I am. Let's see. Camera hub. Cam hub. Of course. Okay, we're back. You're wearing the kazoo earrings. Let's go. Hello, Danielle. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? What's up, Lisa? Deanna, I'll be listening while I finish up my morning run. Hell yeah, get that exercise, girl. Happy Sunday live chat. Kate, how are you? Kate, link your channel. And also, if you didn't catch Clowntown's live last night, what are you doing? I would say even leave my live to go watch their live with Jessica Anti-Lushy. It was a luscious live. I will tell you that right now. Tiffany, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, hell yeah. Betty, welcome. Welcome to the technical difficulties that give life to our live streams. I am waiting for this video. So I'm in StreamYard. I just need the simplicity of being able to put, this chat from Andy Lives on the screen like that. And if we go to red alert, change the red color very simply. I love Ecamm, but we're just doing it in StreamYard today. And what are we doing? We are going to listen to the Experience podcast, Boss Moves and Trailblazing Your Own Path with Jessie Lee Board. And why am I doing this? Well, long story short, because I'm selfish, and I am my video yesterday got demonetized, even though it was performing well in my standards. I try to shoot for getting as many views as I have followers, so that doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does, which is awesome. So that's okay. I left it up because the part with the guy talking on the TED Talk was too important to cut out, and I'm like, essentially, flippity flop it. I was gonna say F it, but we're not 13 minutes in yet. And so we're doing another live. Do I take breaks to go outside? You are putting in work on all these minutes. Yes, I go outside. Yep. So I don't have a job because I had to take medical leave from my work because of my level of pain. And talking to y'all is a different kind of stress than constantly contacting clients and doing changes and advertisements, digital and print advertisements, social media planning, content structure planning. It's different. You know what I mean? So I do this and I take my medicine and do my physical therapy exercises, and I have that luxury because my parents are letting me live with them right now. So, yes. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Also, your profile picture is beautiful. I love your live streams and all you do to help people. I'm glad you're here. Blaze Goddess, how are you? So, let me tell you a story. I watch Emily D. Baker, and when there were a couple of streams, maybe, I don't remember when it was, but Emily D. Baker was pulling up Blaze Goddesses, and I'm like, oh my god, I see her in my live chat sometimes. Holy moly. And so I always like remember that when I see Blaze Goddess in the live stream. So, hey Tanya. Yes, if you are in Top Chat Purgatory, consider this a sign from this content creator to escape and go to live chat. So, Sarah's Corner, howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, hello, hello. Wit, what's up? How are you? I love seeing friends in other places. Yes, I do too. And I'm not. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's a creepy thing to say, but I'm like, oh my god, Blaze Goddess. Beauty School Dropout, what's up? Hannah, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Eclectic Mima. I don't know. I was gonna start calling you M because for Eclectic Mima, but I can't not because I love your whole name, the Eclectic Mima. I'm sorry you're disabled, Sam. I am not on disability, but I basically just living off my what I make on YouTube right now. And my parents obviously are letting me live with them for free and letting me use their electricity. So you didn't miss anything. We are exported now. Huzzah! Let's pull it in. Present video file. Is this gonna be optimized for the internet? Perfect. And I need to do a new layout. So you've reached your 8 custom layouts. Which one do I want to delete? Which one do I want to delete? I will edit this one. Lord, what's happening? Okay. Pew pew. I'm gonna put the perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think. Save. Update layout. We're doing this one. Add to stream. Look, we've got it right here. Ta-da! There it is. Right here. Ding ding. The experience. Boss moves and trailblazing your own path with Jessie Lee Ward. And my title is Boss Moves or Trailblazing Your Way to Scam City. Oops. Not the same title. Hello, Beth. Oh, my disclaimer. God dang it. Okay. Remove. BRB. Thank you so much. Live chat, you're the realist. Also, thank you for saving me. Essentially, I love purple. I'm an MLM dropout, and I haven't joined a multi-level marketing company in over a year. The last one I left was Young Living, and I will never join one again. Huzzah! Oh, God. I'm glad you escaped. I have a Zoom OBGYN residency fair to go to in half an hour, but I'll be chilling here till then. Good luck, tired med student. I hope you get what you need to from that. And I good luck. Y'all kazoos in the chat for tired med student. And this is Jessica's life. I know of one of the owners of one of the dispensaries Blazed worked for. I know his wife better. Oh my god. Did you see the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Jessie Lee Ward crossover yesterday? Oh my god. Don't leave now to go look at it, but holy shit. Oh, we're 10 minutes. Oh well. YouTube, I'm advertiser friendly. You know what? Just just for funsies, y'all. Okay. Okay, here we go. Add to stream. I did have to edit the audio on this because it was hitting the top notes. Essentially, it was trash, and I'm not an audio engineer. I tried to improve it as much as I could. So, Jessie Lee and whatever this dude's name is, Craig. Now, we've looked at them before. We looked at Craig and Jessie Lee and some other dude who is a big name somewhere who was on a train doing the podcast with his family on vacation. And they had, or he, Craig, had so much fun with Jessie Lee Ward that they did an hour-long whatever this is. And there are parts in this where it seems like he is dissing his fiance to flirt with Jessie Lee. Listen, obviously, it's just my opinion, but still, holy moly, Craig. Oh, Craig. Yes, I'm sure we know more of the same people, Blazed. It's small down here. Jessica and Blaze Goddess are having a moment. I love it. Is this a pure gold guy? I don't know. You know what we should do, though? We should take a look at this dude, Craig Siegel, and let me see if he has a TikTok, because maybe that'll
Welcome to
my space bar puts it back up on the screen. That's incredible. Okay, let me stop sharing this. Remove from studio. Let's see if he has a TikTok. Let me just see, because if he does, we'll just look at that first. You know I love a backstory. I can't help it. Where is the search bar? Following. So, what is happening? Okay, Craig Siegel. CLS experience. Perfect. This will give us an idea of what fluffery we're about to get into. And present, share screen. Craig, where are you, buddy? Here we go. Let's thin him out. There we go. StreamYard, you're coming in strong today. Okay. Squirrel Trail. Yes.
Here's 2 habits that can enhance your life immediately. Number 1, cultivate a growth mindset. Start thinking about what can go right. Sharpen the axe. Listen to personal development. Read books. And number 2, there is no number 2. You dig? Here's 2 habits that can enhance your life.
I mean, doesn't reading always enhance our life, or listening to audiobooks, XCal? If you don't watch the book club streams, you won't know, but my dad was making a snarky comment about people who listen to audiobooks. I'm sorry, you can't see my hand because I'm not in front of the screen.
Why did I write the reinvention formula? I feel it's my responsibility to showcase to the world that not only
will you please put on a better microphone, for the love of God? You could fix this audio.
Is anything possible, but it's not our opinion. It's our response.
It's me. I should be streaming in 1080, but if I'm not, I'm sorry. God dang. I just purchased book 4. Show me! Book 4 is... Oh my God. End of book 4. Holy moly.
Responsibility to identify our purpose, our God-given abilities, double down, and make a massive impact. Why not you? Reading the reinvention formula will inspire you and provide the spirituality and the practical strategies to pivot successfully and reinvent your life. The reinvention formula, you dig?
Who made this cover? Who did this? Who did this?
Who did this cover on this book? There's tangents. There's a gradiated gold. Oh my God, who did this? Pre-order available now. Who's gonna order this book? You dig? God.
All right.
What's my favorite chapter in the reinvention formula?
Okay.
What do I think of AI? Very simple. You have to be ignorant to not utilize it. Why?
You have to be ignorant. Sir? Some people are naturally good writers. Heather C., good writer. Rivka, good writer. Auntie Lushy, good writer. Okay? Me, not so much. I have to ask grammar questions at my own streams. However, AI does help some people, but not everyone needs to use it. Is it a helpful tool for business owners if they need to output more content? Sure. They're not ignorant if they don't want to use it. You numpty. Oh, okay. Acceptable word for name calling. Lint liquor. Sorry, lint liquor. Nincompoop. Numpty. Do I have a PO box? I'm getting one this week. Right now I got one at I had one in Corpus Christi, but I don't live there anymore. We sold our house, and so I'm here with my parents, so I got to get a PO box here. Oh my god. Jessica? Oh, you're okay, writer? No, she's a great writer. She is. If y'all didn't know, well, I don't know if she wants us to tell people. Anyways, we'll do that on a members only stream. We'll do it on a members only stream. We'll tell you. Oh my god. Okay. I will send it to you, Jessica. And I will get the PO box this week. I promise. I promise. I don't mind that AI knows more than me. Did y'all see the Emily D. Baker stream where a lawyer wrote whatever it was to a judge with all AI stuff from ChatGPT? And they referenced cases, ChatGPT referenced cases that don't exist. Yeah. And then he wrote his response after the judge said these don't exist in ChatGPT. It's hilarious.
AI knows more than I.
Even pain is such a pleasure. To feel pain, to understand pain sometimes, because it helps you grow. And as an energy, I would have never been able to experience that. So this 3D world is such a blessing. But when you are in this world, sometimes you tend to forget that you are a spirit and you get attached to materialistic things and all that. I think the biggest...
Is this imaginary that I have a body, ma'am? What is happening? What is happening?
What do I?
Even pain is such a pleasure. To feel pain is such a blessing. But when you are in this world, sometimes you tend to forget that you are a spirit and you get attached to materialistic things and all that. I think
like food, like water, like things that can keep you alive. What? Shelter? What?
the biggest gift I've ever given myself was detaching from these things and understanding that my soul doesn't need a Ferrari or a Birkin. My soul needs peace, needs light, needs love, needs memories, needs all these things. And everything else is things that I'll accumulate and I'll never take with me. When you are rich spiritually, you let go of the image of perfection, caring about what people think of you, how people perceive you, letting go of the fear of making mistakes, of understanding that you are here to make mistakes. You're here to live and enjoy. You're not here to just work all the time and then die, or become rich and then die. You're here to experience the now. The past and the present don't exist. And when you're spiritually rich,
she is confusing him.
You'd understand that all that matters is the now.
What
I'm going to tell you the number one riskiest thing that you can ever do in this life. That's to play it safe. I played it safe for 35 years. I was inauthentic and I was at a career that...
Is he 35 years old? Don't you have to play it safe when you do not have the ability to walk? How old is this dude?
Didn't light my soul on fire, but I was good at it. If you want to make a massive impact in this world, you have to take your ship and leave the harbor, as they say. You have to take calculated...
As he's speaking, I'm confused.
risks. We're not going to be here
My
forever.
pain is intense and is not a pleasure. Yet, Lisa, yes, same.
You have to make every single second count. And if you want to fly and spread your wings, you got to take big risks. I'm going to tell you the
What would y'all do if I talked like that? Unfollow, I guess. I hope you would. I'd unfollow me. Holy moly! Oh no, it's something. You could change that. I'm going to talk about it. What the hell?
We're innately designed to like shun away when things.
Shun away? Did she just say shun away?
What is happening? Shun away? Is that like a Freudian slip? A multi-level marketing slip of like shun away people who are not bought in? What? You dig? Am I going to say that after every single TikTok? Yes.
Happen to us that are dark or challenging, but it's inevitable. The lessons never end. So I choose to look at those challenging times as an opportunity to practice everything that I've learned.
Obstacles, adversity, it's a part of life. It's a part of the journey. We're not saying you have to love it, but we have to acknowledge that they're there. And ultimately, your perspective is up to you. And it's interesting because back in the
Your perspective is up to you, but there is something called reality. Stop gaslighting people, okay? Just stop it.
day before I kind of reinvented myself, I would particularly play victim mode when
Oh, for the love of God.
something like this happened. Like, why me? Now I have a whole different philosophy. And when I'm going
We're going to have to go red alert on this stream. I just know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it.
through something, even if I don't understand why at the time, I know that it's going to lead to more growth or something beautiful at some point, even if I can't see it now. Because at the end of the day, pain is the portal.
Nope. Nope. No. No, no, no. Where's my naughty book? But all y'all are going in the naughty book. I don't care.
Naughty book? Jesse Golden. Naughty book?
I'm going to tell you the number one riskiest thing that
Even pain is such a
Dr. Sarah Al-Madani. Okay. Do we get the
I'm going to tell you the number one.
Do we get the idea of what this dude's about? Yeah, dig. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he's got any with our buddy. Oh, surprise, surprise. You don't have any with. Is this Heidi Powell?
Anytime you're living in the past, which brings depression, or the future, which creates.
The past brings depression and the future creates anxiety. Heidi! Heidi? Where's Kia's world when we need her? Holy moly!
Anxiety, you are absolutely missing the present, which is the only place that peace exists is in the present. You won't find peace. You must create it.
If I could find peace and tranquility, it's just a beautiful place to be of serenity. And you know you're on the right track when you're in peace.
Anytime.
Thank God Kia's World did a video on that. We're just going to scroll down. We're looking for Boss Lee. So we get the idea. Is this Ed Milet? Stop it.
In the book, I have a chapter called the Piñata chapter. And I talk about, I went to this party. It's 5-year-olds. It's a piñata. So the birthday boy gets up there and whacks at the piñata like 11 times. No candy comes out. So he quits. Next kid gets up, hits it 100 times. No candy comes out. He kind of disappears. Next kid. So what was...
Buddy, everyone gets a turn hitting the piñata at a birthday party. That's how it works. You dig? I'm never going to stop saying it.
A simple trick.
In the book, I have a chapter called the Piñata chapter. And I talk, no candy comes out. So he quits. Next kid gets up, hits it 100 times. No candy comes out. He kind of disappears. Next kid. So what was happening that they didn't know was invisible progress was breaking down that piñata. There was no evidence of it, but that piñata was breaking down one swing after the other. It's invisible progress. It's called compound pounding. And so what happens is all this progress is being...
Compound pounding? Stop it.
Made with no evidence of it. So then the last kid gets up, he hits it once, and all the candy comes out. Everybody celebrates and gets all the candy. Here's the issue. Was it that one swing by the last kid that broke the piñata? Of course not. It was the cumulative
You
blows,
win,
just
Brian.
like in
You
life.
win.
But most people will quit before the candy.
The COI.
Most people will quit before the people get the candy. Buddy, have you never taken turns? Do you not know that there is a certain amount of children at a party and everyone gets a chance to do the piñata? What is happening? If you're just joining us, we were just doing a quick little a rage fest for finding out who the guy is that we're going to be listening to. So stop screen sharing that, present a video. We're going to go back here, and here we go. And we're going to go to, oh no, did I mess it up? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Welcome to the CLS Experience. I'm your host, Craig Siegel. I'm a born and raised New Yorker who achieved success with multiple businesses, but I crave something deeper. So I dedicated myself to personal growth and transformation by revamping my mindset. I went from being unable to run a mile to conquering 4 marathons the following year. Now, I want to help others manufacture big breakthroughs of their own.
Oh my God.
Understand that. I don't understand people who say, I don't like the way my life currently is. I don't like the car I drive. I don't like the house I live in. I don't like how I can't donate. I don't like that I have to say no to dinners out with my friends. And then they won't work extra. You know, I've never understood that. Well, I didn't accept stage 4 cancer. Okay. I'm like, I don't like this. I'm not married yet. I don't have kids yet. I don't have,
You've been married. That's fun. Just twist the truth. Let's just twist the truth. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not married yet, meaning that she's never gotten married. She has been married. Sorry, my little spot hasn't fallen off yet. I just joined on him saying I crave something deeper, so had to check it wasn't a dramatic book reading. Aya, what's up? Trigger warning for everything. Yes. Listen. They get to the point mid-podcast, so I hope you stay till halfway through at least, because he starts telling her that his fiance doesn't really understand like the hard work it takes or like committing to something or whatever. So like they're connecting on something, and the way that he talks about it feels slimy to me because he wouldn't have said that if his fiance was in the room, in my opinion. What do I know?
I haven't left nearly the legacy I want to live behind. I'm not done building this life. Well, I don't accept that. What do? We change. And then I got to work. And so I guess, you know, the old saying of how you do anything is how you do everything is just ringing very, very.
I had to adjust the audio for this. So if I need to turn it up, please let me know because the audio was trash. Are you serious? Oh my God. I'm going to have to go watch Kia's World stream on it. It's hard to get through Heidi Powell content without Kia. You know what I mean? Kia's World. So
true at this point in time. I'm either all in or I'm all out. And I'm all in with showing people you can do things a little bit differently and your body can heal.
On today's episode of the CLS Experience, we have a very special treat.
I'm going to say this every time. Get a microphone. Get a microphone. Get a better microphone. What are you doing?
The #1 network marketer on the planet, multiple 7-figure annual earner, super entrepreneur, investor, multifaceted business owner, business coach, and podcaster, just to name a few. In less than 4 years, she has built her current network marketing team to over 1.6 million customers and 21,000 promoters worldwide in 41 different countries. No big deal. She's the top-rated entrepreneur podcast host of The People's Mentor, currently has over 10 million downloads and counting, and her beautiful and raw content across all social platforms will penetrate your soul.
Penetrate our soul? No thanks. I don't accept anything. Nope. No. I when I say I adjusted the audios, I basically just brought them down like in Adobe Premiere Pro, because when I imported it, all of the audio levels are hitting every upper range. So I had to put it through reduce the noise, reduce the reverb, adjust. Like I had to de-ess it. I had to do all this other stuff to it so like it would be listenable, because it wasn't, in my opinion.
All big facts. Her ability to scale a business and move people is second to none. She's here to teach you all her best boss tips and tricks and show you how to fight cancer by accepting your diagnosis, but not your prognosis. She's just a juggernaut in all facets of life and a terrific human being. Please welcome the resilient, dynamic, and abundant, the trailblazing and authentic Jessie Lee Ward. How you doing, Jessie Lee?
Oh my gosh, Craig, after that intro, I feel like I can take over the world. A juggernaut. I love it. I'm really here for this right now. So,
Hell
wow,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And you should also say sugar snap pea survivor. You have to add that in there because in case I start randomly coughing in the middle of this, I just survived a traumatic attack from a sugar snap pea about 7 minutes ago.
She recorded this and she did post it. I just didn't want to watch her, but if y'all want to listen to Jessie Lee or look at her while she talks, we can do that. Let me know. I don't really want to, but if y'all want to, I don't mind. I know that sometimes listening is boring. A juggernaut is like a big hitter, like a bigger than life, like a huge, powerful, overwhelming force or institution. Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll just stay here.
So everybody chew before you swallow.
Yeah, I love it. And we're always overcoming obstacles, some bigger than others. And I know you just went through that. But when you and I were talking before we hit record, we kind of just crossed paths, but it's one of those rare relationships, like energetically, where I feel like I've known you for so long. And there's literally no place in the world than I would rather be than right here with you.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. And I really feel like I've had this conversation with very few people, but I'll have it with you, where it's like sometimes you meet somebody and you just go, yeah, that's my person.
I thought Avi was your person. What is she saying? I'm sorry. I take things literally. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so normally like when you like so in Mary Kay, they write their own intros, so when they go speak at someone in front of someone else's unit, they read this hype sheet. So she probably wrote that for him to read, in my opinion, but maybe she didn't. Hello, Calliope.
And I feel like I had that immediately with you, where it's like, yeah, no, that's my dude. Don't talk crap about him. Like, I'll come for you.
I love that.
Oh, I love that.
And likewise. And for our audience that are listening,
So here's the thing. I didn't speed her up because she's talking so fast. And she talked slow on, sorry, my hair is like, it's being a Wookiee today. And I don't have a hat because I want to wear a headband tomorrow. So I don't want to like press it down, but I had to brush that real quick. She talks fast, so I couldn't speed it up. So we're going to be here together.
we're about 6 million now. In case you're not familiar, my best suggestion is do a deep dive, play catch up, check out all her content, all the cool stuff she has going on all the platforms. What I think is most valuable today is we should have an unbelievable conversation. But before we dive in, we're going to get a little weird. You ready for me?
Oh my gosh, I'm really excited now. Yeah, let's get weird.
What is your superpower?
Oh, my superpower. I wish more people asked me that because then I'd have some amazing answer ready to go to just go boom. My superpower is probably that I could say
You're entertaining on the internet. You do shock marketing. Like You are unhindered from sharing personal details to get sales for your ketones. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like what is she gonna say?
Couple things. First thing I'd say is it's probably that I'm super authentic and I'm willing to be wrong. Most people aren't, and they have.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Oh my God.
Terrible liar. Terrible liar. Terrible liar.
Come on. You can take accountability for when you get stuff wrong. Are you serious? Do we need to go red alert right now? We can't do it this early in the stream.
Have to look perfect all the time. And for me, it's just been, I'm going to put myself out there and live life out loud, and you're going to love me or you're not. But I'm just going to at least be myself, because then I don't have to put on this fake coat of like, here's who I am over.
No. Why am I getting upset? DC, if you don't like her, don't copy her. I mean, don't react to her. Here's the thing. You said on Eric Worre's stage at one point that you're loud and you're not everyone's cup of tea. You accept yourself for who you are and how you dress and how you present yourself, and that like people accept you or they don't. And then on another stage, like 5 years later, you say, as you've elevated and gotten to know different people and gotten into different circles, you're more refined, you're whatever it is. And so you changed to be like those rich people you so much wanted to be like. You're not as loud anymore. You can change, but you are not, in my opinion, being authentic to who you were 6 years ago.
Over here, here's who I am over here. And I think that gets me really, really, really far in business and in life.
It's interesting that you say that, because I was inauthentic for a long time. I guess I was trying to fit in, and I totally reinvented myself in the pandemic from Wall Street to what I'm doing now. And I finally got into alignment, and it exploded. I say very humbly. But maybe you don't know because you've always been authentic. But for me, being inauthentic is so tiring. And ironically enough, when you become authentic, it's liberating and it's light free. And ironically, you're right. You're not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. Life will act as a true authentic filter. The right people will gravitate and the wrong people could take a hike, right?
Yeah. Well, I have not always been authentic, though, I think is if we're being honest here. There's times when, of course, just like you, I wanted to fit in. I was bullied a lot as a child. So I got used to being the loner. And then as I became an adult, I was kind of like, well, I don't want to be alone. I want people to like me. I want to fit in, and so you do stupid things. You buy stupid things to impress stupid people you don't even like. I definitely did all those things.
There.
Yep. It's like, why? I was just.
You buy even more luxury items now than you used to. You just boasted about getting a $27,300 piece of jewelry from Avi for your anniversary that you, in my opinion, probably bought yourself. So are you not impressing people now? I'm confused.
On this ridiculous podcast earlier today, and she's like, when are you ever gonna like not want all the big things, or I forget how she worded it.
The Jane Marie, the Dream podcast that you were on where you lost your shit. Yeah, we saw that one. And posting people's podcast interviews before they post them is a shitty thing to do, for sure. And don't forget the Rolex, and don't forget the $40,000 or $50,000 she spent when she was on a trip with Courtney's husband.
I'm like, I don't have this 6-bedroom house anymore. I didn't want it. Like, I live in a.
You boast about renting a $2.5 million condo. You boast about that.
Penthouse, but it's not, I don't feel like I have to be super flashy and whatever. I want to attract my people. And so I definitely wasn't that all the time, actually. I haven't always been authentic, but ever since I did, kind of like you, it was like everything started exploding. And you said something that I really love that you said, and I say all the time too. It's like this idea of you trying to be for everybody. If you're trying to be for everybody, you will unfortunately be for nobody, because then you're going to fit in. You're going to not even like yourself. You're going to attract all the wrong people. You're going to be doing business with people you really don't want to do business with. And then you're totally stuck in a conundrum where you want to run from your own life. And I see more business owners, unfortunately, doing that. And it's funny, this Threads app that just came out, I see people on there. I'm like, would you just use it differently than all the other social medias? Would you just be yourself maybe once and just...
Why don't you be, I would say maybe she's more of herself on TikTok than other platforms. That she's had more moments where she talks about her cancer, and I'm not saying she has to talk about her diagnosis at all on the internet. She uses it to scare people to sign up and use her affiliate links to sign up and sign up with Prove It, sign up for her accelerator. She has said on her lives that people supporting her is the reason that she gets to do these alternative treatments and the reason that she's alive right now. So how can someone who is influential like that, those words not be convincing to get someone to buy into your Prove It opportunity or your accelerator or whatever, or buy ketones to support Jessie Lee Ward? What's up? Did I miss Aaron? Good morning. I know she did this live on like her Facebook, but I had to fix the audio and I didn't want to look at her, so we're here with this pretend cover I made.
See, maybe you can actually attract the people that you want instead of like, let me post my motivational quote of the morning. It's like, whatever. We know you didn't even make your bed. Chill out.
I think Numpty and Nincompoop and maybe Lint Liquor is okay. I don't know. Maybe that's not okay.
That's true. It's honestly, now that you said that, it's kind of giving me Clubhouse vibes from the beginning of the pandemic when that was like the hottest thing for a second. Mm-hmm. And right away, like for a day, I was really into Threads and I was like, oh, this is refreshing. And also it's nice to be there from the beginning with the platform, because I started my brand after like TikTok and Instagram and so forth. But then right away, notifications.
Gonzo, can someone ban Wesley Curry II, please? Get out of here. Okay.
All day. It's like, aren't these people like, don't they have something to do?
Did you make a killing at all on Clubhouse? Like, was that one of your platforms that you really overly?
Okay, let's just a reminder. I don't want to talk about good human or bad human. Let's talk about behavior. Okay. Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate you. Bye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Utilized, or
I was kind of really into it for maybe 2 weeks, and I saw the value in it. And then I was busy building a life. I can't be on that thing all day long. Like, just like you, I have clients, I'm running a business here. So, in the beginning, but then right away it was like, and also with that platform specifically, I noticed, look, there's fluff and like fugazis, if you will, everywhere. But
you're
in that,
so East Coast. Yes, okay.
But that platform, it's like, I mean, who do you even like? Do you even know who's really speaking? And it just that became a little inauthentic to me. How about you?
Well, everybody was a multimillionaire, which was interesting to me. Right. I was like, oh, wow.
Thank y'all mods, whoever put it on subscriber only mode. Appreciate it. You're the best. I knew we were gonna get someone on a Sunday. I knew it. Oh.
And granted, there are definitely more successful people, I think, than some people realize, especially people who...
I think a caboozler would be okay to call someone. I don't know. Maybe any name calling is bad. I feel like because we love lint rollers, lint liquor's okay, though. I don't know. Like, what a lint liquor? I don't know. Let me think about it. Mod, you're the best.
Who are actually like them, which is interesting. But there were for
Hazoo's in the chat for Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. You're the best.
Sure, a bunch of fakers on there. However, that little clubhouse shenanigator, I was only on there for probably a month, but one of my biggest holdups, and I guess this goes to the, old tale of your network determines your net worth. I felt like I was always one person away from my big break, and not just in one situation, but
maybe a caboozler, because with a K, because kazoo and bamboozle, caboozler. I just don't want to get sued, Maybe I'm going to get sued anyways.
It was almost like, oh, all these, like, the one person knows me who could connect me to so-and-so who could, but I was always one person away. And I've been good friends with Brad Lee, who I know you must know.
Name drop. Ding, ding, ding. Where's my little ding button? We need to find one real quick. Let's go to my instance. And let's go to ding. Let's try to get a bing. Just like one little ding. I think, oh God. Ding. Let's try it. Perfect. You're here. Download MP3. Perfect. Okay. Ding goes into audio. And then where is... Oh, God. Oh, Stream Deck. Where are you? We're going to put you right here. Play audio. Choose. Ding. Perfect. Ding. Name drop. Oh, it's too long. That's okay. We'll shorten it later. That's okay. Sorry if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber. We're not trying to force you to subscribe. We had lots of people who were spamming the chat, so that's why we're doing subscribers only. So, I'm sorry about that.
For years, like 7 years now or something like that. That's my dude. I was one of his first podcast ever on the real Brad Lee Dropping Bombs show. He's like, please come to Vegas, record another episode. That I keep not forgetting, but our schedules are just not compatible right now. He's like, I have to have you on again. I don't have enough women. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. But like, that's,
I don't have enough women. Okay.
My dude. And it was the first day I was ever on Clubhouse. And you know how it was like, you put yourself in the rooms, or like you're in the room listening, you're an audience, and they like put you on stage. So I get on his room or whatever, and immediately I'm put on the stage, and it's a conversation about obsession, which I can tell you have this in you.
That's true. And that's why I try to make sure to call her Jessie Lee, because that's the name she wants to be called, or JLW, because Jessie Lee Board are her initials. And so I try to do that. I mean, I try to call the behavior, and then sometimes it's like, God. Oh my God. Erin, holy moly. Erin literally has all the tea, and if you haven't subscribed to her, what are you doing with your life? She, like, go to her videos and go to earliest, and then go watch those, because the tea is undeniable. Oh, where's my tea? Do I have my tea video? We're going to upload it real quick. Hold on. OBS, where's my tea? Oh, that's my green. Oh my God, is this it? Can I open this one? Oh my God. No, this isn't the tea one, but look at this one.
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before.
I know it's only in one ear. The audio, that's just what I downloaded from YouTube. Let me see if I can find the tea. Hold on. Where would I have put it? Is it in my downloads? Oh, that's Jessie Lee. I had the tea somewhere. Adobe. I see some of these. We already have our squirrel, so it must be an OBS already. Oh, it's a dot movie. Dadgum, we can't use it. That's okay. That's okay. You were behind Tim Grover. Oh my God. Holy crap.
No doubt about it. You're obsessed. That's why one of the reasons you're successful. You've got this energy of like, let's go. You got this killer attitude. I love. It's like I'm so attracted to
I
it.
think it's a gift, not a curse. But
Hope you have a great week at school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love it. And so I'm in this room and it's all the players that I've wanted. Like if I start listing people, it's all these A-list business celebrities, right? Are all on the stage with Brad. And he puts me on the stage and I'm like, well, I say A-list business celebrities because like there's like the cream of the crop in the business world. And then there's like Kim Kardashian and we're definitely not the Kardashians, right?
Not me.
But yeah. So, and I'm on the stage and people are kind of talking badly about the word obsession. And for me, I have several shirts that say obsessed across it because I'm totally obsessed. It could be my middle name. If I'm into something, I'm so into it. I don't know how to do something halfway. So I unmute and just for 10 minutes, I'm like ripping on obsession. And afterwards it ended up, my DMs were just flooded with blue checks when blue checks actually meant something. Just kidding. And I had one too. So, no big deal. But it was just, it ended up opening me up into a world of like the mastermind world. It opened me up into, it just changed. It actually ended up being one of the biggest unexpected networking things that shifted a lot of stuff in business. I've ended up I own part of 14 different little businesses, not little businesses.
14? Oh my gosh. Also surprise and delight. Welcome to Illyria.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
I can't do this every month, but I could do it right now. So welcome. I hope you enjoy your membership. Why am I blurry? God. Sorry. My camera, I think I need to get a faster cord.
But businesses because of that little silly app. So you never know.
But she doesn't have. Maybe she does, but I'd have to look in deeper because when we looked up publicly her business listings, they didn't seem to match what she says. And I could be way wrong. Okay? I could be way wrong.
But Threads is driving me crazy, but I'm posting weird stuff over there, so it's all good.
Yeah. I hear you, and we're on the same page with everything. And I'm glad to hear that I took advantage of Clubhouse at the time. Is that thing even still around?
Yeah.
I think it's basically bankrupt, which is crazy because I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the owners passed on like something ridiculous, like a multi-billion-dollar deal was offered to them. They were like, no, we're not ready to sell yet. And now it's worth nothing.
Yeah, that thing should have been sold 3 months into the pandemic when you realize the stock is at its highest, but that's another conversation. I want to sit here for a second because I knew we were aligned, but this is on a different level. The word obsessed, and this is straight off the cuff. It's funny because I was talking to my fiance on Saturday at dinner, and we were talking. I'm just going to be really vulnerable right now. She was talking about like, I know you had a lot of friends like back in the day, like before we met, but like right now, like if we were to go to the Hamptons, like who would you invite? Like, I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't really have that many friends these days by design. I'm obsessed with building CLS and I like to hang out with all the people that are in my world now, like you, like people that have a common future, not a common past. And she got it, but not probably like you get it because, this is your lifestyle. And when you're obsessed, like if you're not obsessed, I can understand.
This is a great point. She could be an angel investor in some companies. Great point. We need a window wiper. Oh, we do. Let me see if I can find one real quick. I won't be able. We'll see if we can do it right now.
Understand why people would frown upon that, but when you know, and that's why you are where you are, is because you're obsessed, and it's a beautiful thing. I think. I don't think it's a curse at all.
No, I think it's important if you want to take something to the next level. And that little note you just said, I want to reiterate so everyone listening to this understands the importance of this. It's okay to have people from your past that you love so much, and even your present time, but it's that commonality of the future, like you said, which makes a world of a difference. Because if you are on the same path as your inner circle, what are you going to do? You're going to take over the world together.
Yeah. So good. I couldn't agree more.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah. And also, like, I know this about you right away. Like, you love what you do. So, like, and I was having a conversation. I'm guessing a lot of podcasts now as we're getting ready for book launch in a month. And someone was asking me, like, what is work-life balance? And to be honest with you, I don't know, because now I've created this life where I love to work. And it is work. I want to be clear. It's like, the expression, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's not true. When you love what you do, you'll never feel like you work. Because make no mistake about it, we're putting in the hours.
I even think, like, I still feel like I work, but I love what I do. So it doesn't, it's a dichotomy shift. It's like, I'm fully aware I outwork people. I know I'm obsessed about stuff. I know that the balance doesn't look like the balance that everybody else maybe is looking for. But for me, balance is like, okay, if we all have a circle and this is like a pie and we have 24 hours in the day of the pie, your balance and my balance sounds like it's pretty similar. But for somebody else, what balance might be for them is their piece of the pie for family life might be like this big. Mm-hmm. Yours might be this big, but you might be super quality time with your fiance when it is, right? And then when it's
Can I just give y'all a suggestion when you're on a podcast and it's going to be audio only, that you give descriptors about, like, if you're talking about sizes of things, people can't see what you're doing. So say your pie might be 25% for people, and then my pie might be 15% for people. They're different, so that people can imagine the sizes in their minds. And I don't think it's a good example, but you need to realize the medium that you're on, i.e., Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, because I looked for a video on this if he had uploaded it to his YouTube, and it's audio only from what I understand. I'm making the windshield wipers right now, so I'm just grabbing my brand purple and my brand blue, because we want blue and purple windshield wipers, right? Because I want both. So we got purple, and this color is copy. Or do we want one purple, one blue? Who knows? I think one purple and one blue. I mean, one whole set that's purple and one whole set that's blue. Random. I know. File, export for screens. And I want to put it in download. No, I want to put it in OBS. OBS. PNG. And I want to do resolution 34. Okay. I wonder if she video recorded though. She did. She absolutely did on her Facebook, but it shows the lack of respect that she has for the podcast host, that she is not doing her best to be descriptive with her audio when she is playing to her audience on her phone when she offered to be on someone's podcast as a guest, in my opinion. I'm uploading the windshield wipers right now. Hold on just 1 second. Hopefully it will be approved. I always am like afraid that we end up dropping members and we lose some, but that's okay. File, export for screens, Export. All right. So if we go over, I'll press play while we're doing this. Sorry.
And then your pie has, 3/4 of it or whatever with work. It's like, but that makes you feel in balance. And so I want people to really understand the concept of, if we all have the same amount of time, what makes you actually feel in balance? Do you need X amount of time for sport? Do you need X amount of time for family life? Do you need X amount of time for rest? Do you need X amount of time for business and work or whatever? But everybody's idea of balance is so different that I find it difficult for people to coach on it or speak on it and really have an opinion where they want to tell somebody else what balance looks like, because it's your inner game. It's what I find. Where do I find peace? If I spend 18 hours a day on a couch watching TV, I don't have balance. I actually feel and you're going to like, I don't feel it balanced. You feel out of balance. Like the equilibrium of our lives would not feel calm. For some people, they're like, hell yeah, give me 18 hours on a couch. I'll work for 2. I'll sleep for the rest, right? Or something like that. But that's your idea of balance. So this idea that everyone's work-life balance has to be the same doesn't actually, if you think about it, makes sense, because we're all different humans living a completely different human experience, trying to figure out what balance is for us.
Yeah, it's an individual assignment, I think. And also, you're so driven and so passionate. And for our listeners that might not be familiar with your story, and just to be clear, I would encourage everybody, go check out what she's doing immediately at this conversation. But you're currently battling cancer, public enemy number 1. So is my father. And and we had you on the paradigm shift maybe a week or 2 ago. It was so much fun. And we were talking about, like, what a doctor says is your diagnosis is one thing, but what you plan to do about it is something totally different. And you have so much to live for. You're excited, you're passionate, you're goal driven, you have a strong desire. And I feel like that keeps you so enthusiastic about life and able to not only fight cancer, but thrive. And you gave that analogy of someone sitting on the couch for 18 hours, like, not being judgmental, but I don't see, how that's exciting or making you accomplished, if you will.
For sure. No. Well, so since I saw you last, by the way, I got my scans back.
I saw it.
And my disease is not only stable, but it's regressing. So
I don't think I've heard her say this on any podcast. Have y'all? It's been a day, so DC Live is well needed. Hugs to you, Zoe. We have windshield wipers now. They're a little bit small. I'm going to make them bigger after the stream. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to make them bigger right now. What am I doing with my life? I accidentally... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to export... See if I can export for screens. Oh, we're taking a squirrel trail. Export for screens. What it's doing is it's cropping it small for no reason. There we go. And so we go export for screens. Blue, I'll fix it. Export. And then we are going to do purple. Sorry. I know I should do this when I'm not on streaming, but obviously I still do it. So paste. Okay. File. Export for screens. Purple. Export. So then we're going to go back over here. Edit. Emojis. Replace image with blue. They're bigger now. Edit. Replace image. Purple. So give it about a minute to load. Okay.
I never really watched someone's live. I don't really have much time, but I saw yours and I'm attracted to you right out the gate when we connected, and I just listened and I had this moment, when you see a corny movie,
You're attracted to her right out of the gate? Sir, inappropriate language to use. Seriously? I'm attracted to her right out of the gate? That's inappropriate, no? Oh my God, Blaze Goddess. Thank you so much for gifting a DC membership.
I'd like to say welcome.
Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. The stream squirrel thanks you. What do we name the stream squirrel? Milton? I don't remember. Let me see if we've got the windshield wipers going. They're bigger now. Oh, all they could see in the CT scan, from what I could tell from what she said, is the lymph nodes are not getting bigger. The windshield wipers should be bigger. Okay. I guess I'm like hyper sensitive to words like that. That's normally used. Oops. Whoops. We're on low latency. I'm trying to see if my windshield wipers are bigger. They're bigger. Hooray. Windshield wipers for everyone. You can't really tell what they are, but that's okay. All right.
You're like, I'm not crying. You're crying. I just watched it and I had a feeling it was coming and I was so excited about it. Tell the listeners the news.
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic colon cancer in February. And for 6 months, I decided to take a holistic route because they told me I would be dead in October. So I just made the personal decision to not accept my prognosis, but accept the diagnosis because the disease is very real. And changed my whole life. Like everything about my life changed. I mean, I'm sitting over here choking on sugar snap peas before the interview because I went vegan, just as a small example. But I mean, I really flipped my life completely upside down and really have transformed like completely. Like I'm like the little caterpillar that went into its chrysalis, and then here I am becoming a butterfly. So I did a CT scan about 3 weeks ago now, and with contrast, of course, and compared to my February results. And yeah, disease is stable and regressing in all the lymph nodes, including stomach and this whole area that everything was in, which is just it's the impossible becoming possible, which I guess is really what my entire life has kind of been. And that's how I really attack everything. And attacking cancer, like accepting cancer was kind of for me the same, but different of accepting, okay, I don't want to be poor anymore. And then doing the most to change my life. It's like, I don't really know how to do anything halfway. Back to the word obsession again. I don't understand that. I don't understand people who say, I don't like the way my life currently is. I don't like the car I drive. I don't like the house I live in. I don't like how I can't donate. I don't like that I have to say no to dinners out with my friends. And then they won't work extra. I've never understood that. Well, I didn't accept stage 4 cancer. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I'm not married yet. I don't have kids yet. I don't have, I haven't left nearly the legacy I want to live behind. I'm not done building this life. Well, I don't accept that. What do? We change. And then I got to work. And so, I guess, the old saying of how you do anything is how you do everything is just ringing very, very true, at this point in time. I'm either all in or I'm all out, and I'm all in with showing people you can do things a little bit differently and your body can heal.
Bang. It brings me great joy, gratitude, and teary eyes to announce we just signed a massive book deal with the iconic Wiley Publishing. I certainly upgrade you.
Me that I was going to be dead in October. I mean, I
don't want to listen to his advertisements. That's why I skipped it. Okay. Let's see. Save to cloud. Save. Quit. I'm trying to do something, but I think that I'm failing at it because I cannot find my screen. Quit. I don't know what is happening. I'm looking for my eCam screen and I don't know where it is. What is happening? I'm trying to pull the chat up on my screen. I was trying to test something out, but I don't. Is it in a different spot? Let's see. Is it here and that's why? Minimize. Close. I'm trying to find it. I'm like so close to finding it. No. Quit. Where is it? I don't know. Sorry, I'll keep playing it.
My brain went, nope. nope, like does not compute, does not accept. Thank God my best friend was there because I don't have a memory of it. So that's he's so cute. That's I love your doggy. He's so sweet. The baby. But that's how I really am with everything around it. It's like, do I realize that I'm incredibly positive about the situation? Yeah. But I also understand the severity of the disease. And so was I shocked when the doctor called? Well, okay. First of all, the doctor called, but I missed the call. And he said, call back right away. I landed in LA. So I was with my boyfriend and we're in the car. He's like, hey babe, have you called the doctor yet? I'm like, no. Because, you just, I don't know, like you get sick of hearing bad news all the time. He's like, well, why don't we call? I'm like, fine, we'll call. So I call, and I should have put two and two together that he kept delaying calling me for weeks because there was no bad freaking news, but now I see that in retrospect. So then I call him. He says, hey, it's Dr. Tootie. I'm like, hey, how are you? And he goes, well, and then he tells me everything. And we're giggling. I guess giggling was the first reaction, just like that gleeful, like kind of thing. And then I'm sobbing, just like what, and it was just the emotional release of all of it. And it's still a long journey. We got a ways to go, but this is already what people said couldn't be done. And I like proving people wrong. That's sort of my track record. So add another one to the list. Let's go. Let's kill this cancer. Yalla.
Just made me emotional when you were telling the story for obvious reasons, but also like, I know what you mean. Like you weren't in a rush to call back and then you did. And just like, but also I'm so proud of you. Like, I remember when I reinvented myself in the pandemic, I had this spiritual awakening where I did this eulogy exercise where I basically asked myself, like at the time, if this was it for me, like how did I feel about my impact, my contribution, my legacy? And I significantly underachieved up until that point. Yes, I made some money on Wall Street, but I was miserable. I didn't put a dent in the universe. And that's like a little bit of what inspired me to really find out why I'm here, my assignment, and go all in. And the rest of this day is history. And you have so much more to go. You're just getting warmed up. But I mean, you really went for it. Like you're playing all out in life. Yeah. And you should be I just want to reiterate again, you probably have another 100 years. But you live with a sense of urgency regardless. You're going for it and you're such an inspiration for everybody. And you don't need a diagnosis to tell you to have a sense of urgency. That's how you live.
Yeah, I love that. That's how I've been with everything. People would say, calm down. I'm sure they've said the same thing to you, or why, like, what are you rushing for? Or, hey, pace yourself. And something I heard a long time ago that I've always loved and held on to is somebody told me early on in my entrepreneurial career, they said, success is actually a marathon of sprints. And I went, oh, see, I can see that because I'm so goal oriented too, that it would be like, here's the goal. I'm running to it. Not stopping, but like I run to the goal, I accomplish the goal, I breathe, then I run to the goal, then it's like my whole life is just okay, because it's kind of like, well, then at the end of your life, think of how many wins you can stack if you don't just kind of crawl your way along to success. And so I've always gone fast. I've always liked to sort of be I'd like to be the pace setter and everything, show people what can be done. I've done that in all the businesses I've been part of and hope to continue to do it for, like you said, 100 more years. And you will. And you have this mindset, like you don't look at what is, you look at what could be, right? That's how you look at the world. Yeah. Well, because I've seen things that are impossible become possible many times over. So why would I accept what everybody's telling me is the reality or what's realistic or fill in the blank when I was going to say, we put a man on the moon, but some conspiracy theorists, you probably are one, will say there's no man on the moon. I say, okay, fine. But there's a man somewhere doing something that we said was impossible. That's awesome. I couldn't agree more. You have some exciting things going on right now. I feel like you wear a lot of different hats. Obviously, you built a huge company. Now you're a part of so many other. I'm just curious, like off the cuff, like what does a typical day look like for you? It's different now than it was, when before the diagnosis. So if we're just being super honest, like right now, it's not the crazy hectic stuff it used to be. And I love it like this because I'm just as productive. However, I am doing only things I want to say yes to. So I say no to pointless meetings.
What about your mentor, Ed Milet, when you said you wanted to take a break and he said, you know, like, oh, what do you mean you're going to take a break? Like, ugh, what are you talking about? Remember that? No, you forgot? You forgot? Sorry, I'm trying to make it to put the chat on the screen because that's what I like about Ecamm. And then we can see all the emotes. So maybe I should not be in dark mode. Who knows? Sorry.
I say no to extra Zooms. I say no to running around to meetings, to whatever. I say no to stages that won't pay me what I'm worth. I say no to all, because I used to be like, oh, a free stage will be good for publicity. It's like, no, see, now you're going to pay me. You're going to pay me. You know, I say no to a lot, but I wake up early just because I can't help it. Wake up early. That's just how I am. I do like my little morning doodad with my dogs and get outside in the sunlight before I ever touch a cell phone. And I just set myself up for success during the day. It's nothing crazy. You know, people with these 9,000 step morning routines. I'm like, I don't do none of that stuff. I joked around about I didn't make my bed either. Okay. It's okay. I don't ever make my bed though. But it does get made every day. It's just not me. Let's be honest. So, you know, I have my morning stuff that I do, and then I do get to work, but I only put in the hours that are necessary to achieve the results that I need to have. So I'm not having to go into hyper growth anymore. There's a lot more group kind of dynamics and things that I do. I focus really heavily on my education program right now. My coaching business is I'm obsessed, with the exception of being vice president of Prove It, my company. Those are my two big babies. Those are the things that get, I would say, 95% of my attention. So if it needs calls, if it needs a market.
I hate to be the person that continues to poke at this, but she is one of many vice presidents of Prove It. I'm not saying it's not something meaningful to go from a contracted employee, a contractor with a company, and to make that jump to be employed and get access to insurance. I'm not saying that's not great. I'm just saying that you're one of many. Someone left a comment and they were like, "Why are you so angry? Go to therapy." I'm in therapy. I'm angry about the lies and the influence used to continually make money off of people who have bought into the hope that you're dealing, and there's no substance to back up the promises that you're making to those people. That's where my frustration comes from.
Marketing plan, if it needs some kind of structure, if it needs whatever, I'm the operator. You know, right now I've got a whole I've had a really cool campaign going on right now that people will see. I mean, they
drop a 1 in the chat if you make your bed. Drop a 2 in the chat if you don't make your bed. I'll drop a 2 in the chat. I do not make my bed sometimes, but my mom has been helping me learn how to be manage my anxiety with you know, we're taking baby steps.
They're seeing it and they're participating in it and they don't even know. So I'm really, I don't want to tell them, but I mean, no, I'm kidding. It's fine. I have a free.
Aaron and Julie Joe have, and I know that she watches or she has someone who watches those videos on her, and she knows, and she doesn't care, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm brushing my hair on stream. I was like, I'm never going to do that. And then it's like, oh my God, I can't stop.
Webinar coming up, and I put up the registration for it, I guess 3 days ago now. We have almost 9,000 registered for this free webinar.
No big deal.
We haven't run an ad yet either. So we're not going to run ads for that, but then we'll run ads on the back end for other stuff that's coming from that. So I'm launch padding something else into that. But yeah, you know, I'm just kind of crushing every day. But every day I make sure I relax and I find joy and I get in nature and I spend time with my dogs. And really my dogs are a lot of my time, because it's important to me. And
same. As you can stroking my puppy.
But this is important because I'm a crazy dog person, of course. So
those are my favorite now.
And it's going to mess you up, but it'll be good for you for the rest of your life. For you, that little doggy you have.
Deanna, I love that you put 1.5 in the chat. I make it sometimes. I love that. She posted in the VIP calls, if you're a member, you can watch those. She claimed in the VIP calls for the 5-day recruiting boot camp that she's made like $27 million in her whole career in network marketing. 27? It was in the $20 million. She said she said that she was making 500,000. I have to go back and watch. All the numbers run together sometimes, and sometimes you just dump after a stream where you don't you just want to not feel bad about what you just streamed about, and so I don't remember sometimes. But she made lots of claims. Is there a way to see it unless we see her stubs? No. Has she showed that she showed one of her stubs on stories. I don't have the screenshot. I should have screenshotted it.
Is a big part of your life right now.
100%.
But for that little doggy's life, you are everything every day of his life for him. So the reason I'm so nuts about my dogs is because I think about I'm everything to them. So I don't know, but I'm a big mush ball lover. So
you said that because I like historical questions. I always ask my fiance. His name is Whiskey, by the way. I go,
Whiskey.
Leslie, what's Whiskey's job today? She's like, enough, Craig. I'm like, just humor me. What is it? She's like, to wake up and love us. I'm like, who? I'm like, who? She's like, me and you. But I have the same perspective. I know that I'm everything to this cat. I say cat, dog. Just the East Coast to me. But I totally get that. It's funny now we go outside and I take him for a walk in between Zooms. And it's like, now you see the dog community, right? You meet the people, the dog parents, and now I just look at them differently. So
I will tell you this. I know that she has multiple cars registered to her, and the cars that she has registered to her, unless she's leasing, cost a lot of money. And it costs a lot of money. The Range Rover, I know, is paid off. So, and she has a Porsche, or she used to. It's still listed under her as being owned by her, and so is her really expensive white car that she shows in her video. Those are all listed under her, so she has to have enough money for those and to pay rent for her apartment. And she does have LLCs in her name, so there cannot be some there is a realness to her wealth, if that makes sense, or that she makes a certain amount to have those things in her life.
You say that you're a crazy dog lady. I totally get it, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I know all the dogs around here. I know all the dogs' names. I don't know the humans' names.
Same.
I'm saying that because there are public listings about what what cars are registered to you, and those are registered to her. That's what I'm saying.
See? And yeah, my dogs are not allowed to eat dog food. They eat human food. I mean,
really?
If anyone's going to call me a little mentally unstable, it would be around my dogs. And I would say, you know what? I'll take.
I haven't called her mentally unstable. I think that she knows what she is doing. I think she knows what she's doing. So, it's just, I wanted to, she also claimed to have like a $40,000 or $50,000 shopping spree when she was overseas. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Tess. Holy moly. I appreciate that. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Funny sounds.
What, like it's hard?
Oh, as if.
Oh, Walker, Texas Ranger, just for you.
The unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you.
Thank you. That's so generous. Thank you so much. So I look up things not to dox people, but to wade through the bullshit that we listen to say what is real and what is not real, if that makes sense. Oh, I hate when people say that. Forget it. I do that so I can say, she said this is confirmed through documents, and I can trust this information because there seems to be so many things that I cannot trust.
Like that.
What are your dog's names, Jesse?
Kumba and Wookie. Although it's Kumba Charles and Wookie Lee. So they do have middle names because
they do have phone numbers too.
Dogs are so good for your mental health. He's my best friend, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm. You know what? And the other thing I like to think about with dogs, and this is also a little good nugget for people, is you should try to be the human that your dog thinks you are. It's a good way to live your life, right? Like your dog thinks you have tremendous character.
I'm trying for some relief. I don't have more gummies, so trying to power through this. Already cried twice, so low on spoons. I'm sorry, Amberry. If you can, I don't know if you live, like if cooling helps you, or get a cold washcloth and put it on the back of your neck and do some deep breathing if you can. I'm not a therapist or anything, but like activating that's what I do when I'm low on stuff. And so I'm glad you're here for the live. If you can make sure to take care of yourself too. I know there's lots of live people in the live chat who are very compassionate and empathetic to what you're going through. I'm glad you're here.
Your dog thinks you are loving and kind and a provider for everyone. Your dog thinks that you are leaving behind this incredible legacy. Your dog thinks that you run the world. Well,
no.
So what if you did?
Your dog just no. Oh, so what if you did? Is that how you became the alleged #1 network marketer in the world? Just stop it.
Strive to be that guy.
I don't know how to not change my commentary style because in the back of my head, because I've been in editing for so long, I don't like editing myself. I don't like editing. We listen to hella long stuff and we comment on it so that I'm not clipping her out of context, and then to know that things that I say and imagining them being clipped, it makes me pause a lot. And so I don't know how to move past that. Other than just continuing to do live streams and like continuing to do the motion of like making content so I can get past that speed bump that's in my mind.
Yeah. I think it's kind of empowering, but yeah, no, I don't know. My day's different, to answer your question. It's different than it used to be, but it's much better. I used to be, just so everyone knows, when I'm in hyper growth mode, it is every half hour an alarm will sound and I will have something on the calendar. Every single half hour, I run meetings 20 minutes with 10 minutes off. Was always how I did it, basically start to finish throughout the entire day. I would shut basically everything down right around 8 p.m. But that's when I end up doing personal development. That's when I end up doing more personal time stuff around the house and prepping for my next day. So it really wouldn't shut down until right around midnight. And I would just go. But not the best for your, adrenals.
That's the season I'm in right now because we're still building. We only started this 2.5 years ago, and I say very humbly, it's exploding. We also have the book coming out next month. So that's the season I'm in right now. I know that it's not sustainable, but we are hiring and growing, which is fun and also challenging to find the right people. But also I have to believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, where you're at now, what got you here, that hyper growth season in the beginning when you were building, that season.
Yeah, the dogs have an Instagram page because Jessie Lee frequently gets banned on Instagram for messaging too much because she is not using Instagram in the way that the creators intended it to be used. And so there are guardrails on behavior that she participates in. So she made an account for her dog so she could continue to go live. Fine. Think creatively. Good for you.
The grind is irreplaceable.
Not only is it irreplaceable, but I did it not just at the beginning. So I love that you're doing it for 2.5 years and you're still hustling like crazy and you're doing the most. There's things I obviously would have maybe done a little bit differently, but also maybe not because it taught me.
I'm sorry, Barry. I hope that I hope you're able to find something good in your day. I really do. And it's okay to sit with your feelings too, and I hope you know that.
So many amazing lessons, but it's something that money can never buy. Money can't buy me leaving my house every single day and not coming back until I had 5 brand new contacts connected to me, which meant I had to go talk to people in public, which I hated doing. Money can't buy the skill set, and you can't purchase the skill set of training on stages. You have to do it. Money can't buy any of the skill sets I have: how to run a calendar, how to run inventory, how to lead people.
You have to be able to pay some way. You can do it, I think, through the App Store, the Apple Store on a computer, but for the most part, since YouTube is owned by Google, I think the payment processing is through Google. But here's the join button if someone wants to join. This link will work if you're on a phone or on an iPhone or Android. But if you can't join, that's no big deal. I just throw the link out there if someone does want to join.
Learn that by failing and by doing it.
Nutrition solutions.
There's so many ads here.
Use a great recruiter. Formidable. It makes it so that if
use promo code CLS25, thank me later. You dig?
You dig. Oh my God. Do we need that as a soundbite? We do.
All my list of skill sets, all the stuff I'm good at.
Wit James says you can do it from Safari on iPhone and use your debit card, Apple Pay, etc. Wit, you're the best. Thank you for the info.
It is from doing. It is not from reading a book. It is not from paying somebody, to do it for me. It's from actually getting in the mud and doing it. So
Mr. Ranger Lab said, admittedly, I'm using my dog's YouTube account to listen. I love that. We love the floofs.
I love that you're in that stage because it's irreplaceable. It makes you formidable. It makes it so that if everything, God forbid, falls apart right now and you lose everything you've created, which you won't, but if that were to happen.
Do we need to do it right now? Yes, we do need to do it right now. Okay, let me do it. Hold on. You dig? You know how we know we got it? Because we have this whole premiere. Bro. Dang it. It's going to open up. Oh, there I am. Hello. New. Let me just go over here real quick. You dig? What time are we at in this one? 33:17. Let's go. 33.
$25. Thank me later. You dig?
Oh, God.
Dig.
Out. Export. Ya dig. .mp3. Perfect. I want to go to audio folder. Did we do save? Export. Bing bing. Quit. Nope. Okay, so where is my doo-doo? Oh God, that's what happened. Voice mod. There we go. Sounds I'm gonna put in the creepy folder. Play. Choose. Audio.
You dig?
This is the best. Oh my God, this is so good. Sorry, I'm just stoked. All right, we got to go back over right here. What just happened? What just happened? There we go. We're back.
Happen to you, you can sit there strongly and say confidently, it doesn't matter because you can't take this.
100%.
You can't take this and you can't take this. And if you can't take these two things, then forget about it. You can take all my money. You can take all my stuff. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to win. It's like those people on that undercover billionaire show or whatever. Well, why do you think they can make $1 million in 30 days or whatever it is? Because they've done it before. It's the same. And business is almost nearly all the same. People just don't seem to understand that. It's like we're all in the same hustle and grind.
No. You know why? Because multi-level marketing has a structure where people have to lose for the top people to win. There has to be more people underneath you and who are either grabbing customers or more distributors to add to your commission check. That's not the same as a traditional business model. That's not the same because people don't have to pay to access their commission check in other companies. You can say, oh, well, someone's going to grab shoes and uniform to be able to work because there's a dress code. Okay, but once they do that payment, do they have to do that payment every single month to access their check? No, they do not. They do not have to buy the products from the company to get paid by the company. Only in multi-level marketing. Only in multi-level marketing. So fine, you're comparing yourself to a billionaire. You're comparing yourself to a traditional business person. Sure, are you a good recruit? You are a good recruiter. That is probably, in my opinion, the only thing that you are good at because you have limited ability in growing leaders on your own team, in my opinion.
You dig?
And it's why all the entrepreneurs that are powerful hang out together. It's because we've all been through the same muck. And then for your hiring thing, just a little tip, use a great recruiter. It has made, every time I've tried to hire somebody, and I have hired people, oh, that person's got these good skill sets, or oh, this person on ZipRecruiter or Indeed or whatever these websites are that people get paid to say are amazing. Listen, it's worth the money to use a recruiter to find good talent.
It's worth the money additionally to make sure that you pay the people who are working for you a livable wage and a wage that is an equal trade for what you are requiring them to do. We've seen you on live streams. We see how you treat people you're close to, in my opinion, and they seem to do far and above what they are getting paid for, in my opinion. It's also meaningful to treat people in a way that is respectful. The people who come and clean your home. You told someone that you were going to whip Carissa, your assistant. I'm sorry, no. She told Carissa to whip her house cleaners. Go watch the video I did. His name's Chris Siegel. And he is in the coaches, how to coach other coaches to recruit coaches category. I don't know. He makes money doing courses and stuff like that.
You dig?
In my opinion.
This is one of my favorite conversations. And to be honest with you, this is like the most, I believe in preparation. Preparation builds confidence. Obviously, there's a lot of things I wanted to attack, but this conversation is all over the map, the most organic possible. And this is what I love. And a couple of things there. Number one, in regards to hiring, that's a really good suggestion. I'm going to definitely talk to you about that after offline. And
I would love to help because really, if you're going to scale and grow this, it's not about you being the best at everything you do. The way that I've been able to scale.
In my opinion, she thinks these people are lucky to be around her. If you're watching from the outside looking in, and that's all we can do based on the public information that we have access to and the information that we are sent, we can look at behavior and look what she says and form opinions. Do those opinions reflect the entirety of the situation? Not always. Consistency of behavior, though, does tell a story, in my opinion.
And grow businesses. This is like some free game.
Bye, Hermit. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you have a great day.
I'm about to put you on. It's about knowing how to do all the different things. Like, I know how to operate every single facet of my business.
Craig Siegel is a value-based and high-energy keynote speaker and rising thought leader. Lord.
Am I the best at it? Also, probably yes. However,
most people say, am I the best at it? Probably no. She says probably yes, okay? I mean, we love a confident moment. My camera is I need to get a new cord.
I don't need to be the one doing it.
He's laughing at her in shock that she just said that. I'm glad your ankle's getting better, Sam. I know that an injury like that is really tough. I've had that, and I'm sorry that you're going through the same thing.
So the only way I can grow a company is if I step out of it and I hire somebody to do it so that I can focus on the things that actually bring in the ROI and actually scale and grow the business. And too many people, especially if you're a good operator, like I guess you probably are because you're building and scaling this as fast as you are, is that, they're not going to, listen, no one's going to be as good as you. But if you can hire somebody who gets it done, then you can be over here creatively applying your skills and your time and your talent and your convictions into things that will actually grow your business.
You're awesome.
So
most people in that scenario would say, the truth is, Craig, is there's people out there that could do things better than I can. But I know what you mean. Like, no one's going to attack.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. I love hiring up as well. So if I'm going to hire a C-level executive, I want them to be filling in the gaps of stuff that I know how to do, but I am terrible at. So there's definitely things.
What C-level executives are you hiring? I ask this based on, sure, that could she have businesses that she is a consultant for that I do not have access to? Sure. But for her own company, she has a lawyer and she has maybe a manager and she has assistants and she had someone who made a shitty app for her. Oh, Cassidy, yes, share picture in the Discord. If you're a member, make sure to join the Discord.
Like that, but not in your basic steps.
Also, y'all, if you're in the replay crew, this is burned off from the dermatologist, so it is going to come off, and so if you don't need to comment on it. I know that I'm trying to cover it, but I decided not to. So if you are worried about me, I am in good hands of medical professionals.
Steps of building a business. No. You better know how to, like, if I own a construction company, I need to know how to lay the bricks. I need to know how to paint the walls. I need to know I don't know. Why did I choose this as an example? I don't know how to do nothing. I need to know how to use a hammer, a screwdriver, or whatever. I need to know how to do all of those things. But then maybe when it comes to operations or comes to finances or comes to whatever, marketing, I'm great at, but whatever, maybe I'm bad at marketing and I want to hire a CMO.
So she's talking about C-level. Chief operating officer, chief marketing officer, chief medical officer, chief operating officer. It is the executives at the top who make the decisions on how the company is run and they manage their division. So she is a vice president. She is under the chief executive officer, the chief operating officer, etc.
Okay, well, those people I want to hire up. So I go, wow, I don't know what you just said, but that sounds really, really good. And I know you have the talent to do it. So
I don't know what you said, but you convinced me. You're a good salesperson. So you're going to be in this spot. Who hires like this? Who hires like this?
Let's roll.
Oh, no. I couldn't figure out how to join the Discord. It added me to Savannah's automatically, but not yours. My Discord link should add you to mine. I'll make a new Discord link. We'll do it right now. And I'll put it in my community tab. Please hold. Where's my Discord? We're having to manually put people in because we had a situation. So Courtney Short. I almost said Shortney. Courtney Shortney is free. Yeah, oh, this is gonna be mean. In my opinion, she says Courtney is her best friend. She is closer with Courtney's husband. Shadow, welcome. Let me get the Discord link for everybody. Invite people. I'm making a new link. Unlimited copy. If you are a member, we will let you in. I'll put this in the community tab for members, so only members can see it. Okay? Community. What am I doing? Sorry. I had a brain freeze. Your account. Community. Here is the Discord link. Visibility. All channel members. Here is the new. And then let me just see who I need to add to roles real quick. Server settings. Let me press play. Sorry, I'm not being a professional. Dang it.
And then you've got people at that top level where you're brainstorming with your top execs, but brainstorming with your normal staff is not a necessity that I think a lot of people end up doing because they're too scared to hire well.
Interesting. Yeah. And put a value system together, right? Like what are the highest value things that you have to do? Prioritize those. And now I'm starting to see this. Hiring done right doesn't cost, it actually pays, because then they could do this and you can stay in your zone of genius and really, move the needle.
Exactly. And I've made bad hires. I mean, I had somebody on staff that I was paying $135,000 a year to, and I'm telling you, when I say that girl did not make me a dime.
I just added a few people to Snarkies. I don't know. I think I'm adding coconuts to Snarkies. I'm adding. There's a few people that are. There's some people that were grandfathered in. Taishay. I think I'm adding. I'm probably messing up Lynn's system. I'm probably messing up Lynn's system. So, Wit. We don't have an auto bot set up because we grandfathered in members who are part of the Discord who have been there since I had like 10 subscribers. And so we're trying to add you to the Snarkies channel manually. And if you can, I just added a few people. I think. Just give us a few, we're trying to not make it automatic because of a situation where I'm not going to let people in who are just going to come in and wreak havoc when I want it to be a safe place. And so we're just trying to do it manually. So just give us a little bit of time.
She cost me a lot of money, but the right person in that right role might have cost me $135,000 a year. Should have made me at least 1.35. I think that
$135,000 a year. That's what you paid him. Also,
I'd like to say welcome.
Welcome, Shadow.
Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
Yeah, if you're stuck, there's an email, dcmods@gmail.com. They're just helping me out. Yeah, so if you're stuck in limbo, we're basically manually like confirming active members. So we're just working on it.
From a mentor of mine who said, anybody over $100,000 a year better be making you 10 cents on every single dollar you spend them, or else they're not worth it.
Yeah, I love that. So good. One of the many things that you're really, really good at is obviously being a leader. You built a huge network marketing company and all the things that you're doing now. Everyone's leadership style is different, right? What do you pride yourself on doing to bring out the best in people? I'm just curious, like, what is your style?
Yeah. I'm known for my relationship building. And I find that to be incredibly important because it allows me to instill belief in others, which is definitely my leadership weapon. If there was a leadership superpower I had, it's me seeing greatness in other people and believing in
that is your superpower.
Yeah. Until they believe in themselves. That is like my thing. So I can look at somebody and be like, oh no, like they have it. They just.
We were having Discord be for members, but I don't there were people that got grandfathered in, but okay. Wait, so should I not put I don't know. Oh, Discord is like, does Discord cost money? Discord itself does not cost money. Being in our Discord is just, if you support my channel monetarily, you get access to Discord. Does that make sense?
Don't know they have it yet. I'm going to love this person and build a relationship with this person until they trust me enough that they want to run with me, because they go, she sees me. She sees something in me that I don't see in myself, and I'm gonna rock with Jessie Lee. That's my superpower. Like, I can see greatness in people, and then I build that relationship long enough to trust, so they trust, and then we're off to the races.
Love that. And I imagine you're the type of cat that doesn't co-sign anyone's bullshit.
Oh no! And some people are like, listen, somebody even that I love a lot was sending me a message like, I just don't have the passion anymore. I don't have whatever, and I'm like, you have made over $1 million in 5 years doing this. From somebody who couldn't make more than $2,000 a month, you've made over $1 million in 5 years. You want to quit?
Oh God.
And I just kind of left it at that. I'm like, I want you to think about that. I just want you to think about it. I love you. I'm not going to tell you either way to go. I just want you to think about that. Right? Like, you don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to yell at people. You don't have to, that's so freaking stupid. Why would this? It's like, take the emotion out of it for a second. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Because I don't think it's a good idea. And if I'm your coach and if I'm your mentor and if I'm your leader, I'm telling you, I don't think it's a good idea. You can explain to me why on the other side that you think it is, but let's have a leadership and adult conversation around what you're about to do, because it might be the biggest mistake of your life.
Yeah, I love that. Do you have people around you also, aside from a mentor, like maybe people on your team that can check you a little bit respectfully and be like, hey, Jessie Lee,
I know the chat on the screen is a little bit small. I'm gonna work on that going forward, but this is the best solution I have working in StreamYard right now. I'm trying to figure out how to cut down some of my costs, so I don't know if I'm thinking about not using Restream. I'm just working on it, so.
I think we could look at this a little bit differently, or I think we could thrive a little bit over here, or maybe that's not the right approach. Do you have people like that?
My whole staff. I don't want to keep yes men around me. I don't want to keep people around me who are too scared to be honest with me either. My best friend is really good at this too.
Courtney Shortney is really good at that. The same Courtney Shortney who didn't speak up during the Colombia trip. What about all the people on the Colombia trip who didn't speak up and say, like, what the hell's going on? you're saying that you don't keep yes people around you? Aaron Bees would beg to differ, I think, based on what she experienced and what other people leaving the Empire have experienced when you shun them for not falling in line.
You sit on a throne of lies.
You sit on a throne of lies, in my opinion. Liar pants. Where is it? I need to get this better set up because...
Terrible liar. Terrible liar. Terrible liar.
Oh, no, I'm trying to do it because some people on their phones like want to be able to see the emojis and stuff. And sometimes it takes people a long time for the chat to load. And so I wanted to be able to have that on the screen. And mostly I do that in eCam, but for my like mental health, like not seeing the downvotes as they come in, I just wanted to be on StreamYard for this week.
She'll check me on things. And in general, I love people like that. You know, I don't claim to be Queen Kong over here. You know, I don't claim to know everything about everything. It's like, no, I became great at things because I was willing to take constructive criticism. And that's something a lot of people, because of the internet, I've noticed, don't want to do. This idea of, you know, it's like, oh,
I do want to say, I know that there is a necessity for people to cut people out of their lives because of toxic relationships. And I don't want to do a disservice by not addressing that. And also, it is still fair to say, I don't see the truthfulness of your statement that you do not keep yes people around you with what we see on the loads and loads and loads of content that you provide to us online.
Everything is not black and white. Everything is very gray. Okay. So there's no black, there's no white. There's a million different shades of gray. And so if you're able to step back for a minute and start looking at things like, maybe Craig's right. Instead of going, no, Craig, that's not what I said. Like
Lisa, I would recommend OBS is free. It is hard to learn, so I would watch YouTube videos on it. If you don't have an understanding of video editing and inserting input channels and stuff like that. If you have the money, StreamYard is the easiest one to use to record and to stream from. And I think there is a free model you can do, but there will be a StreamYard logo in the corner. But if you're wanting to get a video or audio on the screen, record, then edit it and stuff, StreamYard your best bet. Why am I keyed out? What is happening? For the love of God. Interesting. Brown now. Oh my God. Whoa. Automatic. Go back.
I've ended up making incredible business shifts in business, nearly polarity in some situations because somebody came to me.
I wish I could stream in 4K in StreamYard, and I cannot. That's the one thing that I don't like about it. I don't get as crisp of a picture in StreamYard as I do get in eCam, but the ease of use in StreamYard is bar none. It is the easiest to use.
Respected them. I took the call. I took the meeting. I listened and I said, you're right. You're actually 100% right. I'm going to make that shift. And that's sometimes where some of my hyper growth comes from. But you can't grow if you're not willing to listen. That's like leadership 101. How are you going to be a leader who's not willing to listen?
And you can get around the logo by recording, downloading it, and putting your own logo in this top corner over here on top of it in your editing software. If that makes sense. You would have to take a screenshot of your video with the logo in the corner, pull it into Canva or whatever editing program so you know how big to make your logo to cover it up if you want to try out StreamYard for free and still edit videos.
Listen. And you're going to be what? A dictator? I don't really think people are looking for dictators these days. They're looking for people who will actually listen to them and give them a voice. So
dare I say it, your behavior is dictatorial. Is that a word? Yeah. Where's Heather C when I need her? Dictatorial. I forgot 2 of the letters. Dictatorial. Having or showing a tendency to tell people what to do in an autocratic way. Ma'am, of a typical or typical of a ruler with total power. Dictatorial. I feel so unintelligent when I stream sometimes.
I don't keep do I understand I can be intimidating sometimes? Sure. But also I'm very different in a work setting. I don't bark at my employees. I don't talk down to my employees. I hire good people, like I said. So like my business manager's called me before. He's like, this investment is going to be a terrible idea. Will you please listen to me about this? I'm like, talk me through it because I like it. I'm like, what? Okay. It's like there's been plenty of times I could have made horrible mistakes, but because I was willing to listen, it's
Colombia? The Colombia trip. And I know that there's people who have commented and have left me messages about how I am participating in the demonization of the safety of another country. I am saying that Jessie Lee, it would be dangerous for anybody to walk around any city downtown without their shoes on and blindfolded for a health issue. I am saying it's disrespectful to do your trust exercises when you're a guest in another country. I am saying that it was disrespectful of the trust that your people put in you to lie to them about how long your hike was going to be. And then I find it offensive that at the end of the day, you had no good argument to defend yourself and then pulled the card, well, you know what? I did all of this with really bad side effects because I wouldn't go to the doctor and I was still experiencing them and I still could do all the climbing.
Gave me, God, I don't know, a lifetime of pain, disappointment, and brokenness.
A lifetime of pain, disappointment, and brokenness. Wow. Well, money is not the reason people are happier, but money does solve problems. Money solves the problem of being able to buy health insurance. Money solves the problem of being able to eat food. Money solves the problem about being able to house yourself. Money solves the problem of being able to clothe yourself. Money solves the problem of being able to provide for your family if you have not just you. Money provides the solution to feeding your pets. Money provides a solution in doing lots of different things that generally society accepts as the currency of what you have to exchange to get things or whatever. So money does solve the problem, and being broke doesn't mean that there is some kind of moral or character deficiency in a person. Sometimes that has to do with the economic structure. Sometimes that has to do with prejudices. Sometimes that has to do with lots of environment. Sometimes that has to do with lots of different things. Money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be happy, but money is a necessity. So when you're saying like, oh, those broke people, it sort of tells us what you think about those people, even though you came from that and you have no compassion for people in the same situation that you grew up in. What if you live in a multi-generational household as a caregiver for older and younger people? That is difficult to manage if you have no money to support them. Exactly.
I love that. My fiance, she's from Ukraine.
I saw that.
You know, she's
You let Jessie Lee Ward be on your podcast with your fiance having your fiance being from Ukraine after what Jessie Lee Ward said about Ukraine. You know what we're going to do? Can Ahmad drop Ava's link in the chat? We're at 4202. We're going. I'm not going to cry. I'm looking for. Oh, great. I'm looking for Ava's video. Hold on. I don't know why all these other things are coming up, but I'm trying to find her video on Saint Zaya. Sort by. I'm looking for a video. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to look at the transcript because I'm not going to ruin her chances of y'all coming and watching this video. I know a lot of y'all have watched it. It's 38 minutes and 44 seconds. I'm just looking at the transcript because I'm trying to find the spot to show you about what Ava said. And what Jessie Lee Ward said. How freaking disrespectful to have her on your podcast when your fiance is from the Ukraine. In my opinion. I am heated. What I'm doing is I am pasting the transcript into, and I'm going to find it's at 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'll make it small so we won't take away from Ava losing that from her channel. Share screen. I'm going to share, and I'm going to go up here, and sorry. Oh, cool. We can have the chat down here. So we were going to go to 3 minutes.
It's a joke. Let me tell you. So he is literally deported. It's a long story. Okay. Long story short, he's deported to the Ukraine, which I don't feel like is going very well for him right now because I feel like Russia is knocking on heaven's door. All right. I feel like Russia's like, we are coming in with the freaking panzers and it's time. All right. No, I didn't wet it. Like I put it under my leg and then my leg like warmed it up and then I took it out. So like his life expectancy has probably dramatically lowered. Like, and I mean, that sucks. But like, that's also called karma. So, you know, you mess with me, you mess with Putin, I guess. I don't know. I'm not talking about the older man. I like don't even mention that old Italian anymore. I just feel like that was just a lapse of judgment, but we could go there too later. We could talk about everything. Let's just go. Let's tell you so many weird things. Where should I start? I'm starting with the Ukrainian because I already began the story. Okay, so may he rest in peace because I don't even know if he's going to survive this war. It's brutal. Oh my God. So he really is deported though. Like, long story short, yeah, boring. Like, but not that boring.
I'm not even gonna play the rest of this. I mean, the main joke is there, right? Russia is knocking on heaven's door. He's deported. May he rest in peace. Like, how insensitive and detached does a person have to be to say stuff like this? Why? You don't have to go through a traumatic thing in order to have that empathy for other people, in order to know this might not be a situation that I should joke about. Seriously, how detached does one have to be to say stuff like that? And her laughing as if it's nothing. Let me tell you, Jessie, if you're watching, I am a war child. And no matter how bad a relationship ended, and this is coming from a person who has been mentally and physically abused by one of my exes, I would never, ever wish on them something like this. Are you not aware that people are dying? That ex of yours, he may actually be dead by now. He may have lost family. He probably lost his home. Those that come out alive are fucked for life. There's clinical depression, there's PTSD, there's all kinds of other shit that they have to deal with. They're never going to be the same people again. If you
So I don't want to. I want y'all to be able to watch that.
He's basically American, but
It is hard to watch. I wanted to share that because Ava says it better than anybody could say it. How detached do you have to be to make jokes like that? And if you watch her whole video, when I was some of the buildup of this is some of the buildup that I feel is because of the history of the change of behavior. I remember what she said. She starts crying later on in the video when she's telling her personal story because she has experienced this. And it is a powerful story. I recommend that you go watch it. Here's the link to that video. I'm going to put it in my description so that y'all can go watch it. It is hard to watch. It should be hard to watch because saying stuff like that is awful. Wishing harm on an entire country. What just happened? Hold on, let me edit this and then I'll put the chat back. I'm putting the Ava's video. It's in the description now, and I'm going to zoom back in. Sorry, I got distracted. Why would you not do, again, I know you can't do research on everyone, but to have somebody who had those wishes about someone from Ukraine, Eric Worre's wife is from Ukraine. This guy's fiance is from Ukraine. I don't know what to say. It's hard to even process.
She has that savage in her. And one of the many things that I love about her, kind of like you. And also, I know you said business manager. You're really big on mentorship and coaches. That's a big thing for you in all components, in all areas of life. Is that right?
Yes. So if you want to scale and grow, the fastest way to do it is to get in a time machine. Time machines, I find, are 3 different things. Number 1 is go to events. Number 2 is join masterminds. And number 3 is hire a coach. They are time machines. Instead of me trying to figure out how Ed Milet is worth $900 million, why wouldn't I hire him as a coach when he offered, even though it's crazy expensive? I love every dime I pay for the man. And jump in the Ed Milet time machine and say, you've done this. I am doing this, and this, but I am here and you are here.
Can y'all
teach me?
Yep.
Like
I'm gonna link Karina's channel. How is she such a different person in different situations? Because while she says she cannot be all things to all people, that is what she does. She behaves differently around different people.
His blueprint is literally almost identical to my blueprint, but he's 30 years ahead of me. Well, then I'm going to jump in the time machine. I'm going to put my seatbelt on, and anything that man says to do, turn left, boop, 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 boop. Like, I'm just doing what my coach says to do. Well, masterminds are no different. I've spent hundreds.
I think savage was co-opted to describe native indigenous people. And yeah, I don't think it's appropriate for them to use. I don't know the whole timeline of like how the word, like in the Oxford English Dictionary, they transitioned the meaning from, or they have the listings of like what it means and the like everyday usage of it, or the things that have been co-opted to describe something else. But I would say that I can see how that can happen.
Of thousands of dollars on masterminds because I want to get in front of people like the War Rooms or the 100M or the Avengers or whatever, tons of these masterminds, to get around people who understand me.
I don't want to have a conversation. My bandwidth for like listening to Jessie Lee and being able to, if y'all can keep it respectful and civil, that's fine. I don't have the bandwidth to be able to moderate the conversation about the term, just because of it's hard to react to Jessie Lee for me. So if y'all can be civil and respectful, great. And if we need to, we're going to pull the plug on the conversation, because I want to make sure that the chat continues to be safe for everyone. That doesn't mean that we're always going to be able to talk about safe topics, but we're going to do it in controlled ways so that we maintain the integrity of the chat space.
I could say, this is where I'm stuck in my business. This is my holdup right now. This is where I have a blind spot. This is what I think is missing. And I can learn, I can grow. They can answer questions. They can, like Kent Clothier helped me with so much stuff. Kent's like my dude. Kent's like, girl, you just need this. If you do this changes. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to do this. I'll see you in 3 months. Like, it's been worth every penny. Every big room I want to get in, I get in. I figured it out. Even I was spending money on events when I didn't have money to be spending on events. Like I was like, that event costs what? But I need to be in that room. Like sometimes you just know you have that intuitive calling. But I think higher education, whether you want to call it this is interesting to me. Wow, I'm on a tangent, but I got to tell you, people have no problem paying hundreds of thousands of dollars on an education. College is not a scam, right? This Ivy League is, my kid got into Harvard, my whatever. Like they'll go, their whole family will go bankrupt, hoping that their child will go to Harvard, excel at Harvard, Stanford, Princeton, whatever.
They'll go bankrupt? Have you never heard of a student loan? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, is getting a job hard in this market? I think so. Lisa, thanks for the gifted membership. That's super kind.
I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria.
Welcome. I almost put JJ's stream video up accidentally.
And leave and then become a doctor or something, doctor, lawyer, whatever, and change the world. Right? The whole family will risk bankruptcy on this. But somebody says, I need $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. I'm doing this mastermind. I'm going to this event. There's this weekend where all these business coaches who are making, 8, 9 figures, blah, 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 whatever going to be. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There was no disrespect there. I just am trying to, I know that I'm accountable at the very end of the day for maintaining the chat as best I can because it's my channel. While I have moderators that do help me, if there's no moderators that show up, it's on me. And I'm trying to be clear and open with my limitations because I do want to be able to moderate if I need to. And I was just saying that I didn't have the bandwidth today to be able to moderate the conversation about the like talking about the historical change of the word and that how savages has been used. And some of the mods were saying that Discord would be a great place to talk about it. There was no disrespect. I was just saying that I had limited bandwidth to host the conversation and to talk about Jessie Lee. So I just wanted to
No, it's like, what are you doing? Like, what?
Shadow, they're very bad windshield wipers. They're like 2 windshield wipers going like this. Maybe I need to do the whole swipe with a windshield wiper at the end. So I gotta fix them probably.
So you're going to send your kid to a business school to learn from somebody who's never built a business. Make it make sense. So to me, it's just, this is the higher education I choose. You choose this higher education. I choose this higher education. Of course, I went to school too and I got a degree and whatever, but that's not the point. The point is I did that for my Nana who raised me. It made her very proud. So I wanted to get the degree, but I always had the entrepreneurial hunger. I always wanted to get around.
She went to school for marketing. She went to Hunter College. She got a full scholarship. Great. That's incredible. I'm not going to take that away from her. Getting a full scholarship, either a music or education scholarship is incredible. That's awesome. They kind of look like trumpets. Man, I'm going to have to fix them. I made them on the fly. I think I need to make them beefier. They do look like the kazoos though. But they, they're like the little balls with the line and then the edge. But I got to fix them. I'll work on it.
On people who were just monsters at whatever they did. Like, put me in this time machine. And about your fiance really fast. I love that she is from Ukraine. And I love that because I have this I don't know how to explain it. It's like this weird innate respect for immigrants.
Oh, I'm going to take some medicine. I'm going to take some deep breaths. It's not weird that you have respect for immigrants. We just watched a video where she was wishing harm on the entire country of Ukraine. She has been extremely disrespectful, racist, anti-Semitic to Jewish people, her own boyfriend, and other people from other countries, even though she says that she respects them. That's why I'm raging right now, because of what we just watched on Ava's channel. And I'm the person that was blurred out was Jessie Lee Ward. I know that we all have strong feelings. I have strong feelings. You may or may not. We still have to remember our own humanity as we address really the hypocrisy of this statement, the continued two-faced behavior of this person. I don't know. Yep. Her story is, and it's very hard to listen to, but I would recommend everyone going and listening to Ava's story because it is very powerful and it brings even more clarity to why what Jessie Lee said was so awful. And check out Rivka's channel for more proof of the opposite being true. Yep. This is Rivka. And this is the video. And feel free to hop out and go watch Ava's video. Like my stuff's gonna be here at the end of the day. Hopefully.
I don't know how to explain this because I see their hustler mentality. It's different than people who grew up in America. It's like
I have my grandmother's parents on my dad's side were immigrants. And is there a need to hustle because there is discrimination and prejudice, and if they do not provide for their family based off of maybe being paid a lower, if not inhumane wage for what they're doing, that they have to work that much harder to stay alive and keep their family alive? I'm getting I don't know what to say.
The threads, and I was like, this is refreshing. And also, it's nice to be there from the beginning with the platform because I started my brand after like TikTok and Instagram and so forth. But then
I don't want to speak. I don't want to say like, oh, I've had immigrants in my family history and then be able to say, oh, I can speak for them. I'm not. I'm saying that when you learn about when I've learned from other people, nitpick America as a continent, the US as a country. I don't want to say that I can speak for someone because I have immigrants in my family. I think a lot of people do. I've learned from other people. I've learned from history books. I've learned from talking to people. I've learned from talking to other creators. Listening to someone celebrate the work ethic that is rooted in desperation because of inequality is hard to listen to. And I'm not saying that I even know what that feels like. North America and South America are continents. Let's remember there are two Americas. Thank you.
Way notifications all day. It's like, aren't these people like, don't they have something to do?
Did you make a killing at all on Clubhouse? Like, was that one of your platforms that you really overly utilized, or was
I
it just
was
kind of
really
like
into it for maybe 2 weeks, and I saw the value in it. And then I was busy building a life. I can't be on that thing all day long. Like, just like you, I have clients, I'm running a business here. So, in the beginning, but then right away it was like, and also with that platform specifically, I noticed, look, there's fluff and like fugazis, if you will, everywhere. But
You're
in that,
so East Coast. Yes, okay.
But that platform, it's like, I mean, who do you even like? Do you even know who's really speaking? And that became a little inauthentic to me. How about you?
Well, everybody was a multimillionaire, which was interesting to me. I was like, oh, wow. And granted, there are definitely more successful people, I think, than some people realize, especially people who are actually like them, which is interesting. But there were for sure a bunch of fakers on there. However, that little Clubhouse shenanigator, I was only on there for probably a month. But one of my biggest holdups, and I guess this goes to the old tale of your.
Oh, shoot. I went back. I'm sorry. Sorry. Where were we?
Incredible business shifts and business. Like, I mean, that they want to run with me because they go, she sees me. Men around me. I don't want to keep people around me who are too scared to be honest with me either.
I messed up. My hand slipped. I don't remember where I was.
Like the war rooms or the 100M or the Avengers or whatever. Tons of these masterminds. To get around people who understand me, who I could say, this is where I'm stuck in my business. This is my holdup right now. This is where I have a blind spot. This is what I think is missing. And I can learn, I can grow. They can answer questions. They can, like Kent Clothier helped me with so much stuff. Kent's like my dude. Kent's like, girl, you just need this. If you do this changes. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to do this. I'll see you in 3 months. Like,
I know we listened to this part. I'm trying to find the part we were at.
Nowhere, even before Ukraine, like, we are privileged here.
Oh my God. Hold on.
A business school to learn from somebody who's never built a business. Make it make sense. So to me, it's just, this is the higher education I choose. You choose this higher education. I choose this higher education. Of course, I went to school too and I got a degree and whatever, but that's not the point. The point is, I did that for my Nana who raised me. It made her very proud. So I wanted to get the degree, but I always had the entrepreneurial hunger. I always wanted to get around people who were just monsters at whatever they did. Like, put me in this time machine. And about your fiance really fast. I love that she is from Ukraine. And I love that because I have this I don't know how to explain it. It's like this weird innate respect for immigrants. I don't know how to explain this because I see their hustler mentality. It's different than people who grew up in America. It's like, I don't even know her and I know her. Yes. I know it sounds very crazy, but you said, she's a hustler, she's Ukrainian, but because she's seen different things. She has a different level of appreciation. It's like, I have not been to Ukraine, but I was one train stop away. Okay. I almost ended up there. It's a long story. I was in Poland and I was asleep on the train and I was one stop away from Ukraine. But anyway.
Ukraine is basically a war zone right now, so you would not have gone there when you just went to Poland. So don't even pretend.
The Wi-Fi is not good out there, man.
I believe it.
Internet connection sucks. You're in the middle of the sticks. I was in the middle of nowhere, even before Ukraine. Like, we are privileged here. And she knows it. And we forget. And so I bet she does hustle. I bet she does work. I bet she doesn't take no for an answer a lot of the time. I bet she calls you on your crap more than some other people do, which is probably why you like her.
100%.
It's like I've met her. Look, see, I knew it. It's an immigrant thing.
It's an immigrant thing? Damn.
I love that.
Yeah, no, you're awesome. And I know that she's speaking about friendship. I definitely want to connect. And you nailed all of it. She's savage. She's like, I'm a little too nice these days, which is weird because I wasn't always like this. And she's a little savage. So somewhere in the middle is perfect, but she's a perfect compliment to me. But I want to ask you, I couldn't agree more with the time machine. And when I reinvented myself, I didn't have any celebrity friends, any connections, any following when I did this, but I knew that I had been successful in other arenas and I knew that those characteristics were transferable. But I also did this one thing. I put my ego aside and realized I don't know what I don't know. And I started getting into rooms of people that weren't necessarily better than me, but
yeah, I know Ukraine's not a third world country. I'm just, I don't think that people are necessarily going Hi, Ava. We played your video. We played like 2 minutes of your video where you were reacting to Jessie Lee. And we linked it. We linked your account because I wanted them to hear what she had said about the Ukraine, and then she just said on this podcast the guy's fiance is from Ukraine. I don't know what to say.
A little bit further.
Also, Ava is my video editor, and I'm stoked.
Ahead. And that's what everything changed. And you just nailed that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Y'all, I appreciate, thank you for like having grace with me. Sometimes like my reading comprehension is, well, most of the time. So I don't, like I'll lose a reference point and I will misunderstand what you're typing. So as I get better at reading and streaming, I hope that you'll continue to extend me grace while I figure out how to do that better. Y'all, if you don't follow Ava, here she is. Ava. Oh, good. Kate just did it twice.
And I know there's someone rolling their eyes right now that's like, oh, easy for you guys to say, look where you guys are at. But what if you don't have the money to get to an event? But you also mentioned you were going to events when you couldn't even really afford it. So what would you say to someone that's like, I want to get ahead, but I can't afford to hire a mentor, coach, or event?
So, I mean, you could say a couple of things. The first part is actually, you kind of answered it yourself. You said that you didn't have everything it took to build your business, but you had skills that transferred. And I think that transferable skills are exactly how you build multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar businesses. Reason being, there's, like I said earlier, business is really all the same. It's like, I don't know. Have you ever waited tables before?
I have not.
Okay. Well, it's an easy one most people have. So way to ruin my analogy, but that's okay. I'm still going to use it because it's a good one.
My fiance has.
Okay. Well, it still won't work, but I'm still going to say it. It's like, because I like waiting tables because I waited tables for so long. It's like when I started business, did I know business? No. Did I understand business? No. Did I understand people? Yeah. Why? Because I waited tables since I was 14 years old. And I started to learn patterns of behavior in humans.
You waited tables when you're 14? Okay, hold on. What is... How old do you have to be? Okay. In Maryland, you must have a minor work permit if you are between the ages of 14 and 17 years old. Okay. See? Debunked myself. She had a minor work permit. Okay.
So when I got into sales, it was like, oh, I know what to look for. I know how to be nice to people. I know how to slow down. I know how to convince people. I know how to upsell people because I was upselling, cocktails. I was upselling appetizers. I was upselling whatever it was. I was, getting myself into better shifts with the managers and creating the relationships. Those were transferable skills. So somebody's like, oh, I don't have money for this event. It's like, you do. You do. What skills do you have to create the money to be able to go? Right? Like, start being solution oriented. Successful people are looking for solutions. They're not looking for problems and excuses. So how can you make money quickly? How much does the event cost? Is it $250?
There's not always a return on investment for going to the event. If there was, people who followed their leaders to a T would have automatic success because they're spending money to go to the events. They're going to every Zoom call. They're in every single group to be a part of every training. They're doing things by the book and they don't see the same success. Why is that? Because it's a broken compensation model in multi-level marketing, in my opinion.
What can you sell in your house for $250? If you don't have anything extra in your house, what skills do you have to trade for $250?
Yup, that's correct.
Oh my God.
You waste your money and then you can come back and we can do a follow-up interview about how Paris is overrated. Okay, but I'll use Paris as an example. So Actually, it's a good example because if you want to enjoy Paris, and I'm not about to exaggerate, you need to budget roughly $5,000 to $7,000 a day to enjoy it. Just so you know. Okay. So with that in mind, let's say that I call you right now and I say, Craig, man, what's up? And you're like, no, not good, Jessie Lee. Business just tanked, got no money, can't stand my life, but I'm going to figure it out, Jessie. Oh, God, Craig, it's okay. We're going to figure it out. Listen, look, I'm going to tell you what, I had this trip booked to Paris. It's crazy. It's for 5 days. It's $35,000 and it's the trip of a lifetime. You're staying at the Shangri-La with the balcony suite that overlooks the Eiffel Tower. I have a private photographer and videographer that's going to go around with you. Every meal is booked at a Michelin star restaurant. You're going to go shopping on the strip every day. It's already planned. We've got like concierge service set up to take you shopping on the main strip there with all of the designer stores. We have a private car and a butler ready for you. But here's the thing. The only thing you have to do is I need you to find $2,000. All you have to do is get plane tickets. And I just looked it up. The flight leaves tomorrow. There are 2 plane tickets for you and your fiance. But that's the only thing that's not covered. But the rest, 35 grand done. I already paid for it. I just can't go. It's non-refundable. Do you want it? Let me tell you. What's the answer, Craig? Go ahead. Answer the question.
Yeah, I'll get it to you in a couple hours.
Every single person, if Paris was their dream location, is sitting there right now like, I don't got I'm gonna figure it out. They're gonna sell a TV off the wall. You're gonna call your friends. Hey, you got $100? You got $100? You got $100?
She's used, and most multi-level marketers have used selling your stuff to come up with the money. And then now she's gonna equate this dream trip with coming up with the money for whatever, the $2,000 for the tickets, to figuring out the money to buy into a multi-level marketing company. She's done this so many times, I can't even count.
You got $100? You got $100? Hey, you're gonna go. Can I deliver can I wash your laundry? Can I fold your clothes? Can I clean your house?
Ethically, whatever it takes.
Whatever it took. And so the thing is, everybody has money for what they see value in. So if people understood the value of events.
But it is a pretend value, because it is only valuable because people who are making money at the event say it's valuable. If it was valuable, everyone who went would make more money when they leave. And that is not what happens. This is like an emperor. The emperor's like not wearing any clothes situation. All the top leaders are saying, this is the value. This is what's going to be a game changer. This is what it was a game changer for me. And someone who's not in their position, who's looking at them and saying, wow, I'm going to be able to make a full-time income because this person said that this event is the key to unlocking full-time income in this multi-level marketing opportunity. Of course, I'm going to figure out how to go do that, because that person said it's valuable. Not that can stand on its own by itself compared with other things that could be trainings or whatever, and it would stand on its own and hold its own value without someone else validating it. Okay?
The money's in.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
You dig?
That's this dude, Craig Siegel. That's his soundbite we have now.
An issue. If they understood the value of paying for a coach, oh God, it's $300 a month. Are you kidding me? A coach saying one thing can make you $1 million, and that's not.
No, they cannot. Literally, absolutely not. This is the same thing. Coaches, all of these multi-level marketers have created a parasitic business opportunity off of their own stuff, meaning that multi-level marketing has another undercover, like dark, parallel business opportunity for people to siphon even more money out of the people trying desperately to make an income in multi-level marketing, and that's the coaching industry. Danielle Ryan covers the coaches who scam people all the time, and it's not just coaches in the multi-level marketing space, it's coaches in other spaces as well. And they're saying $300 a month could change your life because getting the right mentorship is going to do amazing things for you. And they get 1,200, 2,000, 5,000 people paying $300 a month. They're set. And maybe only a few people win. And then they're going to say, well, the coaching is the reason that I won. And so then they're going to push more people into that coaching pipeline. Here is Danielle's channel. Thank you for linking it, Chelsea. Danielle Ryan is incredible. We get to stream sometimes. We just streamed a few days ago, and it was awesome to get back after she moved and I was having lots of doctor's appointments, and just we finally were able to connect, and it was awesome.
Not an exaggeration. I mean, like a million like that. It's crazy because it's a redirect. It's a 1 degree shift. It takes you off like a rocket ship. If you can find the money for, like, it's just people find money for what matters to them. So the money excuse is just one of those excuses. I'm like, please don't even try that one on me.
That was awesome. I'm so happy.
Please don't even try that one on me. A reasonable excuse. I cannot afford it. People like Jessie Lee Ward, people like Tony Van Schoik, who was behind on her mortgage payments, used her the amount to sign up for Monat when she was not able to pay her mortgage, and then said that Monat, because she got in as distributor number 1, the master distributor, the overlord of distributors, has now made over $10 million in the company. I think. Is it 1 or 10? She's made a lot. And she now tells that story that you have to make big sacrifices for big rewards. And she says that in the multi-level marketing context, when do not use the money that you're trying to put towards necessities to sign up for a fucking multi-level marketing opportunity.
I asked you that, and I love how you landed the plane and took that analogy home. Like, if it was high value to you, what would you not do, right? Ethically and honestly, to get that done. And so that's what the time machine is, as Jessie Lee explains it, for a mentor or a coach or a mastermind or an event or someone that's a little bit further ahead. Literally, one idea can quantum shift your entire life. So I'm asking the listeners right now that are listening, because we have a lot of entrepreneurs, but also aspiring entrepreneurs. What is the cost of inaction, of you not leveling up and putting yourself out there? For me, before I did this, when I finally got clarity on what I wanted to do, the cost of not taking action on this, I actually associated with death. And then from there, the scary.
Not taking action on a business idea, you equated it with death? I know we're getting demonetized now. Well, there's no way.
Of leaning into the unpredictable transformed into excitement because I made it very real for myself.
I love that. And my answer is not much different. My answer is, what's it costing you? I'd say it's costing you all your happiness. And then I also said your life. You know, I think most people are just kind of hamsters on wheels, and they live their life, and it's just like same thing every day. Groundhog Day, Groundhog Day, Groundhog Day.
Clowntown, you're going to rage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link Ava's, what I'm going to do is mash up Jessie Lee Ward saying what she said about Ukraine people in this episode, because the host's fiance is Ukrainian, and then mash up what Ava, the clip that Ava reacted to from Jessie Lee Ward and what she said about Ukraine. I'm going to play that, or I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to play what she said last year.
That is not how your life was meant to be lived. You can't convince me of that. If you're not happy, I don't care if you're listening and you're.
No, he was in Wall Street before the pandemic, and then he got out.
You're 100 years old. It's not too late to change. 100 might be pushing it. 90. It's not too late to change. It's like, is it going to be uncomfortable to say yes to something new? Yeah. But what you're really saying yes to is to your true.
I'm going to do a schmack round check, if you know what I'm saying, and see what if he wasn't an MLM before.
Authentic self. It's you saying yes to what you care about. It's you saying yes to the things that are pulling on your heart all the time. At the end of the day, it's like, I say it about character all the time. At the end of the night, when I put myself to bed, you know, I ask myself, I'm like, am I proud of the woman I was today?
Number one, I'm so happy for you. Number two, is your dog Judge obsessed with it? Because if your dog is, I need a video.
Yeah. And then I sleep soundly. Well, if every night you're putting yourself to bed, I can't sleep, I'm stressed, I'm dead.
I know how to do a floof thing now. Oh my God, I know how to do a floof thing now. Not now, but for next stream, I can have it going in the corner.
You know, it's like, you're probably super stressed because you're super out of alignment with what you actually want in your life. And then ultimately you'll get to the end of your life and you've traded your whole life for comfort. Is that what that is? But then really, if you think about it, are you really that comfortable? No. Probably not. And I think it's
I don't think his fiance's in an MLM, but she could be. I don't think she's a public figure. He's definitely a public figure. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's interesting. You realize, I guess, the older I get, the more I realize that obviously my experience, and I guess I realized this since I was a kid because of my parents, but my experience is not other people's experience in how they view life. And people's spectrum for morality and ethics is different for everyone. I found it hard to wrestle the financial sacrifices of people on my team in both multi-level marketing companies I was a part of. And I wonder if you become desensitized to that feeling, that guilt, the more money you make in multi-level marketing. And does it silence and does it suppress your like inner voice or whatever? And I know some people don't have like an inner monologue, but I wonder if that like little like this is right or this is wrong feeling, if you have those if you have some kind of spectrum of right and wrong, I wonder whatever that is, because she's done all of these thought stopping techniques in multi-level marketing, if she has silenced herself.
It's better to be happy and living in a tent and doing whatever makes you happy than it is to be miserable. And, you know, you see these mega billionaires, you know, killing themselves. Why do trust fund babies have?
There's not even a content warning on this podcast. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Content warning, everything.
Tremendous amounts of depression, suicide rates through the roof. Well, because money is not the key. It's doing what you want with the money that will bring joy.
Oh my God, I don't have an inner monologue. It's beautiful. Harper, I'm jelly. I'm so jealous. Oh my God. Also, Clowntown, do you want to do a stream on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Jessie Lee Ward crossover with me? Because I really want to. I was going to take screenshots of the parts and then... Oh, I know. Never mind. I know you don't do Jessie Lee Ward. Never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
Joy to your life that changes people's lives. And I don't think enough people understand that.
I don't think I could love you more.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. This is awesome. It's special. But also,
yes?
I think one of the reasons why our message has really...
Okay. Let me know. Because if you are comfortable doing it, oh, hell yeah. Yes, let's go.
resonated and struck a chord is because I speak from contrast. I spent a very long time being visible. And yes, I was making money, and that is a part of success, but not the whole thing. And I wasn't fulfilled. I was depressed. And
here is what the cover may look like. The Real Housewives that we're going to be looking at. And then I'm going to superimpose the multi-level marketer, Jessie Lee Ward, on one of the heads. Snarky Justice League. I love that. Should that be one of our new levels?
You have to activate that lit soul, right? And just to be clear, it's not the things that activate the soul, the money, the relationships, the watch, whatever. you can activate your soul now, and then you end up manifesting the things that you thought you needed to do that. And that's by getting in alignment, having passion, having excitement and enthusiasm, and going for it. So the cost of inaction or not going for your dreams is the highest cost of all.
The activating your soul. I like that a lot. And I hope more people will start to ask that question to themselves.
It's very loud. I will tell you that. I'm glad that you have a peaceful inner. I silence my inner voice or like inner monologue with like crafting or watching reality TV, which is how we got to the Jessie Lee Ward Real Housewives of Beverly Hills crossover, which is the wildest thing I've ever experienced.
You know, what is activating their soul? What brings them joy? What brings them happiness? Somebody earlier today was like, well, what's success to you? And success to me is always joy. It's always me creating the life that I don't want to escape from, the life that I wake up every day overwhelmed with joy for the life that I've created, overwhelmed with how I can give the way I want to give, overwhelmed with how I get to wake up and do what I want life by design.
Because you're living a life based off of the financial sacrifices of your distributors in your downline and the customers who support you by buying overpriced ketones. I say overpriced because if they were compared to comparable products on the market, no one would buy them because of the price of the product. They don't naturally, they can't stand on their own naturally because you can buy similar ketones from the same factory in Walmart, I think. And yet your ketones, you cannot say they're better. The price is adjusted to pay out the commissions in the organizational compensation structure that you're at the top of. Why am I so ragey? Who knows?
Because that really is my life. I've created this and I plan on staying in this until the day, my day comes.
Well, much further down the line.
Yes.
And this is the last thing I'll say. It's funny when you're talking about education. There's a chapter in our first book, The Reinvention Formula. And I also went to college and got a degree because that's what I was supposed to do at that time. But I talk about how education does not necessarily mean a college degree in 2023, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you nailed it before when you were kind of explaining it. Someone will spend all this money to send their kid to a school.
Have I never noticed that your cat has glasses on? How is this possible? Oh my God. Look at this floof goodness over here. Wait, where's my hand? Oh my Lanta. I think I am going to be streaming in StreamYard this week because of my mental health. So I'm not going to be using Ecamm this week unless I'm just, also Ava's going on a trip. So education needs to be more accessible, but let's not all demonize education. Yeah.
To get all this lecture and lessons from someone that hasn't even done it. But meanwhile, in 2023, podcast episode, a book, an event, anything can educate you.
Yes. It's interesting because I think I learned that I went to a school I'm from Frederick County, Maryland, if anybody's from like whatever, but small town. But we had like the bad kids got to go to a school. I don't remember. I remember some CTC thing. I don't even know what it stood for.
Brianna Jewell is coming out with a Prove It deep dive on Monday. So if you want to, I think she is getting her registered dietitian stuff. She graduated and I think she has to do the testing, but she's smart as hell. And she is an incredible anti-MLM creator. Oh, do I have her in here? Hold on. Let me check Nightbot. I was like, oh my God, we're working so well. YouTube. I need to give access to Auntie Lushy to my Nightbot. I gave it to Lynn and I just need to give it to Auntie Lushy at some point. Escape. Yeah. I want to text, I guess. Sorry, I'm just making sure she's in there. Jewel, Jewel. Yep, lemons. Drop a lemon in the chat if you know who she is. Let me just see if and we have to do 2 giveaways for members, one for July and one for August. So I need to do that too. Oh, she's in there. I think I spelled her name wrong though. We love a lemon. Those are great looking lemons. Let me see if this works. Click. Clickety click. Yup. Oh, wait, did she already do it? Prove it, rep, poorly explains ketosis. Allow me to clarify. Wait, did she already do it? No, she's doing a prove it deep dive. Watch this video first, the most recent one, and then she's dropping another one tomorrow. So. That's awesome, Emberry. Estheticians can really be like a game changer for like how you feel about yourself.
But they got to go to the school.
That was a reaction to Kayla. Oh my God.
They were kind of like the troublemaking kids who just weren't good at education. And they got to learn skills like welding, like construction, like whatever, all of these, handyman skills, automotive repair and whatever. And I remember that those kids were the kids in high school that actually ended up having the nice stuff. I remember seeing that and being like,
the podcast, if you are a new member, there was a podcast that Jessie Lee did that I had to move to members only that absolutely got demonetized. And there's no chance I would even attempt to ask someone to review it because of the way that she and the host, oh my God, Dominic Izzo, talked about sex and stuff. And now and she keeps talking about like conquests here about, oh, the kids who are in trades had all the nice stuff. She's still measuring people by materialistic things. And that's no shade to the trades, okay? Tomorrow, okay, good, is Brianna's deep dive. In the Kayla reaction, she did a fabulous job explaining how ketones and ketosis actually work. Sweet.
how do they have that truck? Or how do they have those clothes? It is because those kids were learning a trade. They were taking their education that wasn't the same as,
we need trades. We also need incredible, also people who go into the trades doesn't necessarily mean that they do not have incredible minds or are intelligent. We need a whole range of people in the ranges of people that all different types of countries have moved certain things that are really important, like medical care, like advances in treatments for people, whatever that is, scanning technologies. There's more babies who are able to live now than have ever been able to live before because of advances in medical technology and how they can help babies operate on them in the womb, and then they get to finish growing. That's wild to think about and good. She's going like this. This I don't agree with, so I'm going to go all the way to this side. And we need a whole range of people. And we need yes, exactly. Yep. And I know. And again, there's whole ranges because there's also different abilities of physical limitations people have too. It's a whole range.
Trigonometry or whatever they tried to teach us in high school, right? And they learned a trade all day long that then paid them significantly higher than those of us like myself working in an ice cream shop, right? Those of us like myself working at a pizzeria place. These kids had a lot more money because
she said she made a shit ton of money when she was working when she was in college. And then her first job getting out of college was $55,000. Go listen to her podcast. We've reviewed that one. What analogy are you making if you are not using truthful experiences or contextually truthful situations to communicate your idea? You use trig and angles and stuff a lot in trades, for sure. I'm not trying, oh God. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I was just trying to say that there are complexities and nuances in occupational stuff, and both are good. And there's ranges and of ability. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
There's not one way to skin a cat, so to speak. You can learn and grow in so many different things. And my only problem really with, I have a lot of problems with the education system, but one of my big problems with the education system is everyone's in one bucket. Well, clearly we don't all belong in one bucket, and we see that on social.
I used trigonometry when I was laying my floors, when I was doing all of the, I installed the floors in the house when I renovated it. And I designed the kitchen. I didn't install the cabinets because the countertop guy said that you need someone who's really good to make sure it's level. And I'm like, I'm not experienced in this. And so they installed that, and then I laid the floors and then did the trim work and cased the doors and stuff like that. And building, shelving, and whatever. Like you in the floors, you can use trigonometry for sure. For angles and shit.
Media, I figured it out. I figured out haters on the internet. This is gonna sound crazy.
What up? I'm not a hater. I'm a gremlin with a conscience, okay? I'm not a hater. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this, okay? Here's what she's gonna say. What is she gonna say?
I think that the reason there are haters on the internet is, you know how when you're in grade school and they're like, this person, so they're in my school, at least, it was like directed, merit, and whatever the top one was called, like the smart kids. I don't remember what that's called. I was a smart kid. I should know these, but whatever.
AP? It was like AP.
Oh, that was the other one. So we got AP, merit, something, and directed. Okay, directed is like the ding-dings. All right.
Wow. Have you ever heard of people who need additional help because of, I don't know. I don't want to say learning challenges, like dyslexia, like, I don't know, neurodivergencies, in like a whole range of them. Or people who were just bored out of their mind and didn't want to do the schoolwork, but they're actually really smart.
So the crazy thing is, if you think about it, we were.
Yep. Clowntown. If it's a trigger warning assault. Oh, you learned how to deal with the haters by telling us that we deserve to go to hell and be anally raped forever. That's what she said. That's not us making shit up. We reacted to it. Clowntown, I think. Did Clowntown react to it? I'm sure y'all did. And it's awful to listen to. That should be one of our levels. You are smart AF, Harper. Absolutely. I'll be a ding ding. I mean, I didn't fail my SATs, but me and my reading comprehension didn't do so well, you know. Especially with the math problems and having to read, I just didn't do well at all. My siblings are all smart, and I'm like, what?
Sorted, right? You remember this? You were sorted on the East Coast too, right?
She said that in a video and a Facebook post. Yep. If I'm remembering correctly. Mercedes, how are you? I love having the chat blown up big over here because I can see all the lint rollers, and I'm like, just makes my heart warm and fuzzy.
East Coast is cool with sorting people. So we were sorted into these categories. Honors. That's what it was. Honors.
I mean, I can learn how to do things, but I'm not the person that comes across as like the potential talent. Do you know what I'm saying? But my dad's super smart. So are my siblings, and I like to figure stuff out and do stuff with my hands.
So we were sorted into these 4 categories. Well, the problem with social media is they put all this back together again. You know, so you got the ding-dings telling the honor students and the AP students, oh, you and your business. No. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, but I'm really like, well, you did see. It's just a funny way to think about it. I'm like, that's the problem. You put us all back together again, and I wasn't supposed to have.
You are fucking smart, Karina. Absolutely. I know you said hella, but I'm like emphatically like cursey word dubbing you as as very smart. Karina picks up on stuff all the time, and also she's taking tests and she speaks multiple languages, and she's incredible anti-MLM creator. So is Clowntown. So are other people in the chat. Mods can link whoever they want. Also, Av, we have not linked Av's shop in a while. I'm sorry, Av. Av made us kazoo. Av's dad has a 3D printer. Av has a shop with I think over 4,000 5-star reviews. Av made kazoo earrings for our channel. And Av also sent me this kazoo. And Av was nice enough to offer a discount when you shop. They do crafting like yarn stitch markers, and they've made little earrings that I wear all the time. I just am not wearing them right now because my headphones. But if you're looking for like to support a small business, and if you like crafty stuff, go take a look. So many selections, and you can message Av, and they Av is great at getting back and like doing things, because someone needed clip-on earrings. They're not this big. This is an example, but look, this blue part, Av's dad made it like, I fiddle with it all the time now. But they made small earrings like this big of a blue and a purple in our brand's like colors, which was awesome. Sorry. Distracted.
Hang out with these kids to begin with, and now you got these kids taking opinions on me. Like, they don't even know the difference between there, and there. Why are they commenting on my stuff? They think a lot is one word. Why are they on my comments? Why are they on my YouTube? Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't even know the difference between a noun and a pronoun. Go. Get out of here.
You don't know the difference between a noun and a pronoun? I mean, damn. Andy lives. That's incredible. And all of y'all who are neurodivergent and like navigating life and systems that don't recognize and offer help, like, holy shit, incredible. Ukrainian American here. I had to stop and have a good cry after the clip of Jessie Lee Ward talking about Ukraine. Her admiration of Putin says everything about her character. I am so sorry that that there are people like Jessie Lee Ward sharing these types of opinions. And I think that what she did say is absolutely telling about who she is. I'm glad you were able to take a break and take a breather. And we're happy you're here. I'm happy you're here in the chat. And I know that the live chat is probably sending you kazoos and warm thoughts. I'm sorry. Toxic Trigger Train. Hana, thank you so much. I love the dots for fill in the words. Thank you so much. And what should we do? We'll play the Empire. That's for Jessie Lee, and that's for this super chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate I know I was going back and forth about memberships or turning on super chats and stuff, and while I make I'm making between $1,800 and $2,200 from my YouTube stuff because of memberships. It when I say lets me, I even when videos get demonetized, like when there's important things like what happened yesterday, it is still like, yes, I still want to do things to take down MLM. And there's also a little bit of a relief because I can leave that up, even though it's gaining views that I'm never going to be paid on, that some of y'all are members and support me. And I just wanted to say I appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Anyway, I don't know why I'm on that tangent, but education is different, you know?
100%. I love it. And I just want to say this. If you lost everything that you have right now, I don't mean like your health. I mean like your business and your wealth, whatever the case may be, and you had to step into something totally different that you had no experience in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You make it all back because you have financial security. I don't mean like because of your bank account, but because of your mindset and the tools that you've cultivated over the last few years. And that's priceless.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, to have results that other people aren't willing to get. It's like, and it's interesting. I'm going to say something.
What are you doing that other people aren't willing to do? What actual marketing techniques are you talking about? Sure, we're talking about you here, but you have an influence that by and far the only speed bump that you've incurred is the anti-MLM community. Probably number one, Chelsea and Savannah and Aaron and Julie Joe probably have the most reach about covering you and Kia's world. About and other people that have a smaller following, like me and Clowntown and Lisa and Tish and Karina. Jessie Lee Ward knows who Karina is because Karina has not her like literal number, but Karina has did a video that you can go check out on Karina's channel, and where she is on one of the live streams, and Jessie Lee got incredibly frustrated with Karina. Mickey Atkins covered her on a podcast. Hell yes, I need to go listen to that. Willing to be deceitful. Yep. She hates my guts, LMAO. I don't know. I don't think Jessie Lee Ward knows who we are, but Courtney Shortney definitely does. For sure.
Something that might sound weird, but if everyone took everything away from me, I think I would do a lot of social media to get it back, but I would knock on doors.
You're going to do door-to-door sales? Jessie Lee Ward would do door-to-door sales? Are you... Okay.
I don't know who needs to hear that free game, but for people whose business is not doing what they want it to do right now, I would be knocking on doors because we're in a really unique time right now. I've realized we're in a time where for a long time there, can you relate to this? Like when somebody would ring your doorbell, you'd like hide behind the curtain. Like no one's here. Go away. Right? We were like, yeah, you're like.
And if you don't know, in different states, door-to-door sales people have to go get a permit, and they have to wear it clearly so that you can see if someone is permitted to be coming and talking to you, at least here in the state of Texas. So if you don't see that, or check the rules of the city that you live in, because you don't have to answer the door for anybody. Okay? When they get the permit and they scan and like, I don't know if they fingerprint, but like that's what Southwestern has to do. At least in Texas, at least for the people who used to stay at our house.
I'm not answering the door. Go away. No one's home. Bye. Right? When we were kids, you'd answer the door. Then there was that time frame where you would never answer the door. And now, because of DoorDash and Amazon and whatever, we open doors again.
Because we know when a package is being delivered because of Amazon's infrastructure and technology and user experience, whatever, like the user interface, we know. And also, guess what? DoorDash, we know we can track the driver when they're coming up, so we know it's safe to open the door. So this example is absolute fuckery.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Oh my God.
So if I were like, man, money is like not it right now. Like my business is bad right now. Even in like, I mean, I should save this for my 5-day recruiting challenge I'm going to do. But like, even if
we've already listened to that. I'm laughing because she said things in the VIP call that were not unthinkable. I can't believe she said them. Also, her admitting that Avi works for her, incredible. That was clipped and sent to the appropriate parties. There's people doing good work by exposing these types of people taking advantage of others, and they're sending the content to people who can cover it, like people in the commentary space. And I hope more people speak up about this. And even if you don't have a channel, speaking up about two people in your life about and having gentle conversations with them if they're interested in multi-level marketing, I hope that you can make a difference one-on-one.
If I were needing to recruit people, I would knock on all the doors in every freaking neighborhood in my town and be like, hey, entrepreneur meeting. If you're looking to make some extra money, come check it out Wednesday night, 7:00 at the library. I don't know. I would just
Cindy, 100%. Amazon, I haven't ever answered the door. The drop off, they drop it off and I go get it. Where's my burn?
Because I'm willing to do the stuff that everybody else thinks is crazy. Because I'd be getting my money back. Like you said, I wouldn't be sitting there having a pity party, sitting in my dog bed. There's a dog bed right here. Sitting in the dog bed, crying about how I don't have money, crying about how my life.
People don't cry. They go and look for work. And sometimes it's very difficult to get past, the person looking to hire and some people aren't able to even use their degrees that they got because of the way the economy is. And that is a reality. They may cry, but the way that she talks about people who have been let go or who are unemployed because of their physical limitations or even maybe their mental limitations, it speaks very loudly to how she perceives people. People can cry and do things to make their situations better. Me?
Is falling apart, crying, whining, complaining. No.
I'd rather maybe process my emotions and realize, I do have big feelings that don't necessarily shut down my brain. I'd rather be me as I am, even with the broken parts, than talk about people like she does.
I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Even when you got cancer, you're not a victim.
No. Why would you be?
No.
Because it's a devastating disease that has taken so many people from their loved ones, that ravages, your body. And the stage 4 colon cancer is a deadly, deadly, deadly disease. And there are not good solutions, or there's not effective ones, because of how fast it can kill you. And the loss is a hard thing to overcome. Knowing that you're never going to spend another minute with your loved ones, it is hard to process. Content warning for death. My grandmother, my mother-in-law, passed away from brain cancer. And she got a lot more time because of incredible doctors. And her decline was devastating because of where the tumor was. And they weren't able to get all of it out. And knowing that my husband is never going to be able to connect with his mom again, that her death changed the entire dynamic of our family. It is, the loss is devastating for people. And so I hope she has people in her life who do love her. I can be ragey about her behavior and also care that it's hard to go through.
You're here for a reason. So figure out what that reason is.
And knock on some doors if need be.
If need be.
When I first started, I just want to say this. I would stay up till 2 a.m. in the beginning of the pandemic, answering anyone's comments on my content that were gracious enough to leave one and message people back until I was blue in the face, or literally it got to so many that I couldn't anymore. That's what I was willing to do. And people are always like, I want to do what you're doing in such a short amount of time, Greg. I'm like, it's fine, but do you want to do what I did? And then right away, it's like they just look for the instant gratification these days. It's crazy.
Like my response time, people still can't believe. They're like, is that you, Jessie Lee? I sent him a selfie. I'm like, yeah, I'm still outworking you. Go away. People all the time, is this really you? I'm like, man, I look like a busted can of biscuits right now. Yeah, it's me. Send him a selfie, no makeup, rolled up in my bed with a bun on top of my head. Like, oh my gosh. Yes, it's me. Now purchase the program. Let's go. You know, like, come on. I'm trying to coach you. Join right now.
I have a dopamine hit right now speaking to you. I think I know the answer to this. Maybe the audience doesn't. What's the best way for our community, everybody, to support you? What are you most excited about right now?
What am I most excited about right now? Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta be honest. I'm most excited about the health stuff. Like the rest of it is secondary, you know, because I'm able to keep doing the stages and keep the accelerator crushing. My business coaching is called Accelerator. All these things that matter a ton to me are honestly just, it's the compound effect of all the work I put into the health journey, which was my biggest stressor, still is, of course. But that's my biggest thing is the health stuff going in the right direction. It feels like, wow, feels like the 4th of July, Christmas, Halloween, my birthday, Easter, everything all wrapped up in one. So that's what I'm most excited about and continuing doing that. But from a business perspective, I'm most excited about the Accelerator program. I really love my business coaching. It is a passion project of mine. I love watching people's businesses soar because of my coaching. It's my legacy play and I just love it. And then to support me, I would say you should check out my business coaching. You might love it. Okay. And, you know, prayers are always appreciated with everything that's going, or thoughts. If you're not a prayer, that's okay. And then, you know, I always like to tell people this when they go, oh, I don't have money to support that. Not me, but like in general, when people are trying to build their business online and people go, oh, well, I don't have money for that. I can't buy your program. I can't buy your product. I can't buy your service. It is free to like, it is free to comment. It is free to share. It is free to talk.
I'll take Jessie Lee Ward's advice. It's free to like. This video is free to like. It's free to comment. It's free to share. It's whatever else she said.
Talk to people about me, etc. All of that is free 99. And so you can definitely support me by doing that. So if you like it, share it. Love it. Don't keep it a secret. That's rude.
I love it. I love all this. I just want to.
She just attached her cancer story to a sales pitch, just like her cancer treatment to buying her coaching. That is. I'm going to say twisty. It's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior. I don't know what to say.
Personally, thank you for being such a breath of fresh air and a bright light. You moved me in this conversation, and I could talk to you all day, straight up. I know,
same. You make me like, I'm going back to Maryland, but I have a big speaking engagement in a week. So
that was for Lime Life by Alcone, I think.
But, you know, I'll get up there. Well, are you in Jersey?
I'm in Manhattan, in the New York City.
I couldn't tell because I thought you might be in Jersey with like Manhattan behind you, but because I couldn't tell from your view.
That's actually Long Island City behind me.
Oh, okay. I was like, you have either or.
Why did you leave this in the podcast?
Well, I'm in Manhattan a lot, actually. So I will hit you up when I get there again, probably in like a month or two. I have to get my teeth cleaned in Manhattan.
Done. Jessie Lee, hang up for 1 second. I want to connect you after. I want you to do the definition of perspective, authenticity, and vulnerability. I can personally guarantee your best is yet to come. Keep on spreading your wings and leaving your mark on this world. So much love and respect to you. Thank you so much for stopping by and dropping these priceless, juicy nuggets today.
Amazing. You're so fun.
That was incredible.
We're not gonna. That wasn't incredible. Get out of here. Oh my Lanta. What? Y'all, thanks for handling this tough stream. And again, as we grow, we have some things in place just to, and I know it's going to take some time for everybody to learn and navigate. We do try to do CW or TW, content warning, trigger warning, before we say something. So it would be like content warning death, and then describe what you're saying, or content warning abuse, then say what you're going to say. And we do that so that we give people a heads up. And I know it's we're doing it to try to protect the chat. And if you're a member, we've got a great Discord where some people are able to connect and have longer conversations. And I hope that's cool. I could go the rest of my life without hearing that man say the word juicy. Where's our good sound? Where's our creepy sounds?
You dig?
Yeah, dig. In Discord, but okay. I know there's some people in Discord limbo right now because we're manually adding them to the snarky role. So just give us time. And if you have issues, there's a dcmods@gmail.com that you can reach out to. So we are all learning, and I appreciate that everyone is trying. For sure. Yeah. This is the email. If you're stuck, if you can't see anything, it's because we need to add you to the snarky sandal. So we're working on it. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to stream again today, but we'll see. There are people that are streaming tonight. Let's see if someone's live. We're going to go to YouTube Studio. Oh, God. Let me take this off the screen because it's going to, for some reason, I have zoomed in all the way. Oh, we just hit 3730. We just dinged at 3730. Dang it. I missed it. Content. What was I doing? Oh my God, my brain. We're rating someone. Gosh. All right, edit. We're going to see if anyone's live. Customization. Oops, one's loaded. Redirect. Let's see. I don't see anybody. Breaking Even Communications is going to premiere something this week, but I don't see anybody. Thank y'all. I'm going to go. I don't see anybody to raid. Thank you for coming and chatting and live replay crew or after party. Definitely, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, like the stream and subscribe if you like long as hell live streams with someone who runs their mouth on the internet. Okay, I'll see you next time. Okay, where's my outro? God, this is me right now. Wait, why can't I see this? My GIF isn't working. Oh, it's because it's on the background.
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. Bye.